What is going on, everybody? Welcome in to Final Yard Football on YouTube for this game. Also on Sportscaster, by the way. Two streams going at it from two different platforms at once tonight. Final Yard Football, the computer in front of me. Sportscaster here, the computer to the left of me. Calling play-by-play of this game on banner night. The New England Patriots taking on, at home, the Pittsburgh Steelers here. This game at Gillette Stadium, home of the New England Patriots. Hey, what is good, Tim? Thanks so much, man, for joining me on the chat. Same as King Jacob. What is good, everybody? Thanks so much for joining me. Same as Sportscaster right now. Feel free to, I'll let you guys know the Sportscaster link if you guys would like to join me there on the YouTube chat as well. But got a huge ball game going on tonight with the Patriots versus the Steelers on banner night. Should be indeed fun to watch. Cannot wait for this game. That is for sure. Hey, what is good, Tria? Thanks so much, man, for joining me on Sportscaster, by the way. Patriots banner revealed. I gotta see this. I gotta switch the TV screen. I have it right now on Cardinals-Lions, looking at the game in overtime right now. I'm gonna put in my Sportscaster here for YouTube, so if you guys would like, feel free to join me at that link tonight if you guys would like. That's called a Sports Dish on Sportscaster here. Yeah, doing well. I did basically a full slate of NFL games today. I did the second half of the Cowboys versus Giants game. Dak Prescott just ripped up the Giants secondary in the shreds today. What Dak Prescott accomplished, it was incredible there for Dak. Looking already in mid-season form today. What is good, Vegas Vix? Thanks so much, man, for joining me here on YouTube. So, yeah, we should be less than 10 minutes away from kickoff between the Patriots and the Steelers. By the way, wearing my Randy Moss jersey, number 81 in the 2009 AFL 50th year here. But yeah, Dak Prescott, what a game he had. I called against the New York Giants earlier today. He lit it up for sure. But going across the NFL, this is what we had today. We had blowouts, we have close games, we have all types of stuff. We had a game in overtime, we had another game in overtime, right now still in progress. But how about the much-hyped Browns? They got destroyed. They lost by 30 today against Tennessee, 43-13 as Baker Mayfield struggled. 25 for 38 passing, 3 interceptions, though, in a TD pass. But this is the game today that just blew you away with how the Ravens performed there with Lamar Jackson. 59-10, they crushed the Miami Dolphins. Wasn't even close how the Dolphins did not put a competitive effort at all on the field today. This one was a surprise to me, too. Vikings all over the Falcons, 28-12. This Vikings D looks pretty legit from how they played in this first game of the season, as they won 28-12 to the Falcons. Matt Ryan got benched for backup quarterback Matt Schaub in that game. In the game that I streamed earlier today, the Buffalo Bills were down by 16 points. They came back and they beat the New York Jets 17-16 the final. The rookie Devin Singletary, 4 carries for 70 yards, averaged 17.5 yards per carry. What a game he had in the second half when they unleashed Devin Singletary and gave him more carries than Frank Gore. It made the entire difference for the Buffalo Bills in that game, and that is how they perform. So, thanks so much, everybody, for being a part here, both of my streams tonight. We got Final Yard Football on the computer towards right in front of me. We also have the Sports Dish here on Sportscaster going out of 2 different streams tonight with this game. But looking at some of the other scores that went down, Eagles completed the comeback against the Redskins. 32-27 was the finals. The Eagles were down in this game 17-0 early on. Rams played a close one against the Panthers, won 30-27. Chiefs over the Jaguars 40-26. Tyreek Hill went down with a shoulder injury. Unfortunate news for the quarterback, Nick Foles, for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He also went down with a shoulder injury. It looks pretty severe, like a broken clavicle, I believe. That looks like it could be weeks or so. Be lucky if he does play this season. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be out for the whole season for Nick Foles. That's unfortunate. They had Gardner Minshew coming in as the backup quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars. A 6th-round draft pick, and the draft picked up by Washington State, as he was the starting QB, or he was the QB for the rest of the game. We don't know who he'll be starting next week. It might be Gardner Minshew if they don't pick up another QB. But looking at the field right now, 3-time Super Bowl champion, the Gronk, on the field right now on NBC, doing a Gronk spike out towards everybody right now as they are counting this down. 8:15 p.m. Eastern time, we're getting to the game like 5 minutes from now. Here comes the banner, guys. turn on NBC to see the banner. If you guys would like. There it is, dropping down. Super Bowl 53 world champions, the New England Patriots, with a banner unveiled by Rob Gronkowski with a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown with a Gronk spike. And there it is, dropping down. The 6th Super Bowl banner for the Patriots on banner night. Ty Law, one of the greatest Patriots of all time over there. Drew Bledsoe is seen. That Rob Ninkovich? Yeah, it's Rob Ninkovich over there with Drew Bledsoe, Ty Law. Wow. Banner number 6 indeed. So, yeah, we'll be getting to the play-by-play call here. Hopefully on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster within like the next 5 to 10 minutes or so. Same as Final Yard Football here on YouTube, as we got the New England Patriots jogging out to the field right now. Here we are, guys. A start of a new season. Sunday Night Football. New England Patriots football is back. Cannot wait for this one. Let's see. The key to this game. Will the Patriots put double team and I'll double team Juju Smith-Schuster? Will they double team Juju Smith-Schuster? That's something that they've done with in the past with Antonio Brown. That's probably what they'll do tonight. Double covering their best wide receiver. And the Steelers will have to find production from another wideout on their team to step up. There hasn't been that evidence yet of who could do it. Dante Moncrief is the number 2 wide receiver on this team. Played in 2018 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Played for the Colts from 2014 to 2017. Ryan Switzer right now going into this game is the number 3 wideout for the Steelers. James Washington and Deontay Johnson are young players in their second year for Washington, and rookie season, the 3rd round draft pick Deontay Johnson. Does one of those players have what it takes to break out? Because if not, it could be tough tonight for the Pittsburgh Steelers if Juju Smith-Schuster is double covered throughout the game by the very challenging secondary and very deep secondary. Yes, indeed, the New England Patriots. So, cannot wait for this one. We've got all types of games today. Blowouts, games that were close, but we've got another game in overtime right now. Lions versus Cardinals. I'll update you guys with the final score of that one when we do have a chance. But I'm focused on this game. Patriots versus Steelers starts in less than 5 minutes here, as we'll have the Star Spangled Banner, the coin flip, and then the actual football game. So right now you are watching Final Yard Football on YouTube, and also I'm on Sportscaster right now on the Sports Dish. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part here of Sportscasters. We moved up to the number 8 ranking right now on Sportscaster. You guys have been awesome here, supporting me on the stream. Feel free to become a fan of mine as well. Looks like Vegas Vix has the Pats winning 27-17. I think that's a pretty good score right there. I think that's really reasonable, by the way. But man, it's going to be insane next week when they play against the Dolphins. If Antonio Brown learns the playbook, that game can get out of hand really fast when they play against Miami. That game's at Miami. Of course, Miami taking on the Baltimore Ravens at home today. It wasn't even close. 59-10 was the final, as Lamar Jackson and Marquise Brown. Have yourself a ball game for Hollywood Brown. Just an incredible game today by the rookie in his first ever NFL game. 4 receptions for 147 yards and 2 TD catches. Lamar Jackson threw 5 touchdown passes as well in that game. So we have a game in overtime going on right now. Lions versus Cardinals, tied up at 27. We're on commercial break here with the Patriots Steelers. Just going to check in on the Lions Cardinals. And it looks like we have like 35 seconds left to go. Matt Stafford way back in his own territory, passing off the ball and to get past the 20-yard line. So it looks like we're going to have our first tie of the season probably here. Hey, well, what's good, my man? Steve Lundo here on YouTube. I appreciate that. Thanks so much. That is a classic throwback to Randy Moss, by the way. Here, Randy Moss here with a throwback, the AFL 2009 jersey. Nice throwback. So, we're going to get into this game here momentarily. Patriots versus Steelers. I'll be doing the play-by-play call, by the way, for you guys. I'm on 2 platforms tonight. I'm on YouTube right here with the computer in front of me. I'm on Sportscaster right here on the computer towards the left of me. And we'll be going at it from 2 different angles right now in this game, calling the play-by-play. Yeah, this is such a throwback alternate that I got. I think I was in the 7th grade. Yeah, I was 13 years old back in 2009. I'm 23 now. So 10 years later, a decade later, and this jersey is absolutely a classic. Randy Moss was signed by the Patriots. And what a career he had in New England for Randy Moss. And, of course, the news breaking yesterday, they got Antonio Brown. If anybody can do it, it's Bill Belichick. If anybody can get one of the top players and transform him and have him, need be, into a program, it's got to be Bill Belichick, and that's what he'll be able to do, I believe, for Antonio Brown. Hey, thanks so much, man. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I wish the Patriots could wear those jerseys. I also have, like, a throwback to, like, 1998 or so. I have a throwback jersey with Drew Bledsoe from, like, 1998 when they wore, like, the lighter shade of blue with a bigger Patriot logo on it. I wish they brought back both of those throwback jerseys. That'd be so cool. Oh, wow. Kyle Van Noy's not playing today because his wife is pregnant. Wow, thanks so much for the update there. Yeah, I've been streaming all day today, games, so I haven't been tuning in to the news and stuff. But yeah, 57 minutes ago, Kyle Van Noy is inactive tonight for the season opening game for the Patriots because his wife is pregnant. So he's the leading tackler of the team. Of course, good reason for Kyle Van Noy. We'll see him throughout the season. And really, if they get Antonio Brown, this is going to be one tough team to stop. Defensively, I don't know how a defensive coordinator plans for that. Julian Edelman from the slot. Antonio Brown can play any role as a wide receiver. Then you got the perimeter wide receiver, Josh Gordon, reinstated back from the NFL. It's going to be so tough to stop James White out of the backfield. But here we are, getting ready for action. Isaiah Wynn, the left tackle, making his starting NFL debut today as a pass protector for Tom Brady in this one. So it's going to be interesting. Now, offensive line, 2 players making their first starts here for the Patriots. 6th career start by Ted Karras on the offensive line. His first start since 2017 as center. So, filling in for David Andrews for the entire season with blood clots in his lungs. Now we have Ted Karras as the starting center. The news came down, I think it was on Friday, that it was the veteran player Russell Bodine, who they acquired a week ago, that they released a week later. Okay, so the Pittsburgh Steelers will kick this ball away with Chris Boswell to start. And the Patriots will receive to start out this game. Yeah, I saw Demaryius Thomas on the injury report on Friday when I got it. But now it looks like he's official. Thanks so much for the update. He is out with an injury. Same as Matt LaCoste, the tight end. He is out tonight for an injury for the Patriots. Okay, here we are, guys, getting ready for action. The Patriots will receive the kick first in this game. Brandon Bolden back to return the kick as Chris Boswell will kick off this ball for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hit that thumb up down low. Hit that subscribe button as well, as I call it play-by-play here. That kick, it gets fielded at the right side at the 5-yard line by Bolden. Takes it to the 20-yard line and gets cracked right there as the Steelers come out. Man, defensively, they look like they're jacked defensively on that play. Okay, Tom Brady, the greatest of all time, coming back onto the field. For that backfield, Sony Michel, the lead back, James White, the pass catcher, Philip Dorsett, Josh Gordon on the perimeter, Isaiah Wynn, your left tackle, Julian Edelman, of course, out there in the slot, Ted Karras, Joe Thuney, Shaq Mason on the offensive line, same as Marcus Cannon. Let's go here with the Patriots. 14:56 left to go in the first, and here comes Tom Brady. I formation right now, Devlin and Michel in the backfield as he'll hand off to Sony Michel, and he gets stuffed right there. Loss of 2 on the play to the 18. Going nowhere right there for Sony Michel on that play. 42 years old, and Tom Brady just keeps on going at it. 29-11 was his touchdown versus interception ratio a year ago. I'm wearing the Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots. So yeah, I'm wearing Super Bowl 51 for the Patriots, by the way. Oh yeah, I cannot wait. Cannot wait to watch this entire season for the Patriots right now. Brady and company with the ball at the 19. They go with the end around, reverse. Here's, they take it past the 20 to the 25. Brandon Bolden gets the carry on the jet sweep and takes it for around a gain of 7 or 8 on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and short. So 14 minutes left to go in this game. We're just getting started, and we got our first 3rd down of the game here. Let's see if the Patriots can convert. 3rd and 4 coming up now for New England. Tom Brady operating out of the shotgun. Looks like he's going empty. And now he'll go 4 wide. James White goes to the left side of him as he comes from his wide receiver spot as a running back. Brady takes the snap. He'll go and hand off James White. Right side, gets it past the 30. First down to the 34. James White right there with a carry on the HB draw right side and picks up the first down. That's what I like to see right there by Jamesy. Great drive so far that the Patriots are putting together in this game. That is for sure. To start out, I like the play calling. I really like what McDaniels has done so far with the play calling on these first couple plays. The jet sweep to keep the defense on their feet, and then they go and get the edge right there with James White. That's two terrific plays. All right, 1st and 10 by the Patriots. Brady hands it off to Michel up the middle. Juke move, and he gains around 4 or so on the play as he brings it towards the 37. Hey, thanks so much. I stream basically as many football games as possible. I did the Jets versus the Bills earlier today on YouTube, so I do mostly Patriots, but I do the other NFL teams when I do have a chance as well. So thank you so much, man, for the support. I really appreciate that. As we got a 2nd and 7 here, that handoff goes right side. They didn't get much out of the play to Sony Michel, and they'll bring up a 3rd down. So 12.5 left to go in this first quarter now, as you are watching on 2 different platforms here. You're on Final Yard Football on YouTube, also on the Sports Dish to my computer towards the left on Sportscaster. 12 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Tom Brady has never lost at home to Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers. He's got 2 running backs now. One to the right, that's Burkhead. One to the left, that's James White. Brady takes the snap out of the shotgun. Back to pass. Passes. Wobbly pass, and it's incomplete. Well short of Julian Edelman, who slid down in his route, and the Patriots are going to have to punt that ball away. So it'll be a 4th down now on the field. Let's see if somebody tipped that ball. Or so that was an uncharacteristic pass from Brady. It came out wobbly from his hands right there. Maybe the pressure got to it. But also the pressure came to that play with Isaiah Wynn, the offensive tackle, trying to back down as that punt goes away by the rookie 5th rounder Jake Bailey as he punts the ball right there to the 15-yard line. So the Pittsburgh Steelers coming back after action here. 11:54 left to go in this first quarter on a Sports Dish on Sportscaster and Final Yard Football on YouTube. Oh, that's so cool. He has the Vegas Fix has the Yahoo Sports app. That's awesome, man. So he can watch every game. That's pretty cool. So I wonder if there's ever been a final score to that Lions-Cardinals game. And there has. We got the first tie of the NFL season tonight. So this one ends in a tie, 27-27, Cardinals against Lions. It ends in a tie. Kyler Murray and the Cardinals were down by 18 points heading in to, I believe, the second half. And they somehow, some way, came back and tied the game. So right now, guys, we are on a commercial break as we should be getting ready to go back to action here in a couple minutes after this commercial. But yeah, this is going to be quite the Patriots season, that's for sure. With Antonio Brown, I don't know how you stop that. Is it the Dolphins, Steve? Are you talking about the Dolphins, or are you talking about the Bills or the Jets? I actually covered the Bills-Jets game today. What a comeback by the Bills, by the way. 17-16, they won that against the Jets. Looked like Josh Allen had nothing going on in the first half. 4 turnovers, but the second half he was completely different. Devin Singletary took right over in the second half. Oh, gosh, man. I feel so sorry for you, man. That's unfortunate. In week 2, you guys get the Patriots. But remember week 1, Baltimore, for some reason, just always has looked good under John Harbaugh in week 1 for some reason. Last season, they beat the Bills 47-3. So, the Ravens, for somehow, some way, they've just destroyed teams in week 1. I didn't watch that game because I was covering the Bills-Jets game, but I wonder how long they still had Lamar Jackson on the field for. If I was John Harbaugh, I would have just put in my backups for the second half to make sure nobody gets hurt. Just put in the backups because it was over with. It was 41-10 at halftime. Hey, thanks so much. I appreciate that. Hey, remember, you guys always... That was incredible what you guys did. The Miami Miracle last season. Of course. That's that's in the history books as one of the spectacular things. I got tremendous respect for Kenyon Drake. So the Steelers now with the balls. That's an HB toss, misdirection up the middle, and they gain around 4 on the play to James Conner, the running back. So Ben Roethlisberger, the #1 pass yardage leader from last season, 5,129 passing yards. Now back as quarterback once again in the 16th season here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. As we have James Conner in the backfield. Ben Roethlisberger under center. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Steelers with 11:20 left to go in the first. The ball spotted at the 15-yard line now. Roethlisberger in the shotgun. Conner towards his left. Roethlisberger gets the snap. Passes right side. It is complete to Juju, and it is a first down. 11 minutes left to go in the first. And that is a first down on the short yardage gain right there. To gain enough, they needed 6. They got 7 on the play. That's a first down by Pitt. I want to see this right here with Juju Smith-Schuster working on Stephon Gilmore. That was Hightower, too, who came in with a hit on the play. 10:45 left to go in the first. Roethlisberger operating empty. The Steelers do a lot of 5-wide sets I've seen from the past year. Ball now at the 23-yard line. Roethlisberger takes the snap, drops back to pass. Here comes the pressure. He gets it off though to Conner. Conner crossing route underneath. He gains around 7 on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 3. Yeah, man. Pats versus Dolphins have had some classic games in the past. It always seems that Miami always like keeps it close against the Patriots, or when the Patriots play down against Miami, you can never trust the Patriots when they do play against Miami. Never, like, even next week though, when Miami lost by so much, you never know from week to week in the NFL here. Anything can happen week to week. 10 minutes left to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 1 coming up for Pittsburgh, and they'll go with James Conner on the rush. They gain the first down as they take the ball to the 35. Gain of 3. So right now, guys, if you're on Sportscaster, feel free to become a fan of mine on the stream as I call play-by-play here on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster. And also, I'm on YouTube as well. It's under Final Yard Football on YouTube. I'll post in the Sportscaster link here on YouTube if you guys do want to check me out. Feel free. Right now, we're ranked at #8 on Sportscaster. At the end of the month, if I do get into the top 10, you actually do get cash prizes, which is pretty cool. Alright, 9.5 left to go in the first quarter. Right now, Ben Roethlisberger putting together a drive here for the Steelers. HB draw, he hands it off to Conner. He gains around 2 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 8. So Kyle Van Noy is out of this game today. He is inactive because his wife is pregnant. Good reason, though. Family comes first over team. I'm sure that Bill understands that, definitely. Patrick Chung is back for the Patriots, putting together what happened last year behind him as Roethlisberger operating on through the summer behind him, operating out of the shotgun here. Roethlisberger hands it off to Conner. HB draw and gain of 2 on the play. Actually, that was Jalen Samuels, the backup running back, up the middle right there for a gain of 2. Brings up a 3rd and 6 or so for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hey, what is good, Nick? Thanks so much, man, for joining me on Sportscaster. I appreciate it. Nick is the man. Alright, here we are, guys. 3rd and 6 coming up with the ball at the 39-yard line. A Steelers territory right now for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger operating out of the shotgun wide. He's got Jalen Samuels, the running back, towards his right. Roethlisberger takes a snap. He passes it down deep down the field, and that ball is incomplete. Clean coverage right there, intended for the wide receiver on the play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That was terrific coverage right there by the Patriots. And it's going to be a 4th down. That was Jonathan Jones in coverage right there. Wow, that was great coverage there by Jonathan Jones, number 31 in coverage. Who's he going up against? 80 for the Steelers. Johnny Holton. Okay, Johnny Holton was activated off the practice squad this week. So Johnny Holton was the intended wide receiver. The Steelers will have to punt this ball away. Jordan Berry kicks that ball, and it gets Gunnar Olszewski. He will take a fair catch. So Gunnar Olszewski fair catches this ball. Glad to see Gunnar back on the field. That's great. What a story. Gunnar making the team. What an incredible story. Division II cornerback converted over to wide receiver, and he makes the team. It's an incredible story for somebody who goes undrafted and makes the team. But right now, we got a score 0-0 Patriots with their second drive coming up on the Sports Dish here on Sportscaster and Final Yard Football on YouTube. Hey, what is good, Brent? Thanks so much, man, for joining me back here. I appreciate it, my man. Michael Bennett, Wakanda Forever. The introductions that they have are classic. Somebody posted a video on YouTube about the funniest, like, Sunday night NFL games introductions that they do. Hey, I appreciate it. I got the classic Randy Moss jersey from 2009, by the way, that I'm sporting. But yeah, right now, guys, we are at this commercial break. Just getting things going. So we look towards the NFL scoreboard. Anything stick out here? If any of you guys want to, feel free to let me know. If anything stuck out from today in the NFL. We saw a lot of high-scoring games there. A couple of teams here and there got beat down. A couple of close games, but some of the other games or so, it was interesting what I saw. I saw the Dallas Cowboys, man. Dak Prescott looks already in midseason form. 25 for 32 passing, 405 yards, and 4 touchdown passes. He gets the Washington Redskins next and the Miami Dolphins in Week 3 after that. Dak Prescott today looks legit, but was it the secondary for the New York Giants? It's going to be interesting to see there when Week 2 comes around. I think the New York Giants secondary was very suspect today and gave up a ton of big, wide-open passes to wide-open receivers for the Cowboys. Oh, thanks, man. Awesome, I appreciate that you clicked on Sportscaster. That's awesome, thanks so much. Yeah, so I'm on 2 different computers right now doing the same game here. I got one here with Final Yard Football on YouTube, Sportscaster, my stream towards the left of me. Yeah, Kyler Murray in the 4th quarter started to get a hold of it. Let's see here if I can find his numbers for Kyler Murray. Early in the game, he struggled. He had like a quarterback rating of like 25, like early in this game. But he led the team to come back, and they tied the game. 29 for 54 passing, 308 yards, and finished with a QB rating of 75. That's much better after he started out with a QB rating of 25. Tom Brady with the ball here. Passes left side and incomplete, intended for Edelman. Edelman tried to reach out and grab for it, and it was incomplete with 7:50 left to go in the first. Brings up a 2nd and 10. This might be one of those grind it out type of games, I have a feeling here, because Tom hasn't had a whole lot of time with his receiving core throughout the preseason. So this might be like kind of like a getting used to game for the Patriots earlier on. It might be something like the Bills-Jets, where the Bills came from behind and won that game today. 17 unanswered points, which was insane. Okay, Tom Brady, 5 wide, takes the snap, drops back, pass over the middle, complete to Burkhead. First down, past the 30, and gets tackled at the 35. 35 in New England right now. Rex Burkhead with a catch and run right there, as he was uncovered, and he'll pick up the first down. That's what I like to see by Rex, and that's the exact reason why they kept him. That was a 17-yard catch right there by Rex Burkhead. 1st and 10 for Tom Brady and company right now for the Patriots. He's going wide, 5 wide once again, going empty. 7:20 left to go in the first. Brady takes the snap, drops back to pass over the middle, and way too high for Edelman. That's incomplete. That is uncharacteristic, Tom. We do have a flag, though, on the field. We'll check the flag here. That was way high over Edelman. Pressure came in. Let's see what the flag is. Pass interference by the offense for the Patriot. The new tight end, Ryan Izzo, playing in his first ever NFL game, commits the penalty right there for the Patriots. Yeah, he did the pick play right there, and the defender for Pittsburgh just took down Steven Nelson, the cornerback, on the pick right there. 7:14 left to go in the first. 1st and 20 now for Brady. Hey, I appreciate that, Steve. You're the man, Steve. I appreciate that. 25-yard line right now, a Patriots territory. Brady in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off to the running back, James White, past the 30 to the 34-yard line, as they pick up 9 yards on that carry. So good chunk right back that they got with James White from the backfield in the HB draw. And it'll be a 2nd and 12 coming up for the Patriots. 2nd and 12 right now. Tom Brady out of the shotgun. James White in the backfield on the left side of him. Dorsett going in motion towards the left. Julian Edelman lined up towards the right in the slot. Brady hands it off once again to James White past the 35. Trucking the wheels to the 40-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and 5 coming up for the Patriots. 6:20 as we approach the mark here in the first quarter. Nobody has scored, but this game started a little bit while ago. Both of these teams have been running so far in this game. A lot of run plays. Six minutes left to go in the first quarter. Brady in the shotgun. James White towards the left. Going in motion once again towards the left is Philip Dorsett. Brady takes the snap, drops back to pass. Left side read complete. Dorsett first down. Out towards the 47-yard line by Philip Dorsett. There we go, Tom. Nice quick pass. Nobody does it better than Tom Brady right there as quarterback. Can just go right through his read, complete the pass. And that's his 2nd completion of the game. I like that right there. Getting away with a pick play. Josh Gordon going downfield on the post. And Philip Dorsett coming through on the left side slant for the first down. 5.5 left to go in the first quarter. Brady passes screen play to Edelman. Here we go, guys. Back to James White. He's going to run for it. Past the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, 30. Left sideline, 25, 20. He's down to the 19-yard line. Oh, my goodness. I'm loving the trickery. Julian Edelman, a perfect 1-for-1 in this game passing. Oh my gosh, Josh McDaniels, I'm loving this. He has it up in his sleeve, and he has it early in the first quarter. Tom Brady throws the screen pass right side to Julian Edelman, throws the screen pass back to the left side to James White, who runs the ball for a huge gain. 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter right now. That was incredible, yes indeed. I've seen that in the past against the Steelers. Brady takes the snap, check pass over the middle, complete Gordon. Gordon to the 10, hurdles over a man, breaks the tackle to the 5, touchdown! Josh Gordon, welcome back to New England. Lighting it up, 6 zip pats. 7 plays, 82 yards, 3 minutes and 8 off the clock, and Josh Gordon should have been down at the 5-yard line. Hurdles over a man, step him right over, breaks a tackle, and gets the touchdown. Josh Gordon just right over the middle of the field. He's at the 10. Hurdles over, who was that for Pittsburgh? That was number 23, Joe Hayden, 10-year player. The Pro Bowler, Joe Hayden, who was the former Cleveland Brown. He went right past them and got the touchdown. Gostkowski coming on for the extra point here. 4:46 in the first quarter. This one is up, and this one is straight through the uprights, up and good. That's what I like to see from Gostkowski. 7 zip pats, guys. Thanks so much all for joining me here on the channel. Final Yard Football on YouTube, the Sports Dish, here in Sportscaster for this game going on. Oh, man. We are just getting started. How about this? The trickery. Julian Edelman, 1 pass, 1 completion, 32 yards on that pass to James White. Oh, man. What a start so far for the Patriots. These are the numbers. Tom Brady, 3 for 5 passing, 45 yards in a TD pass with a QB rating right now, 129.2 to start. James White getting some usage early on. I'm liking it. 3 carries, 24 yards, averaging 8 yards per carry. On the receiving end, James White picking off where he left off last year, where his best part of the team was receiving. 1 catch so far. That catch from Julian Edelman for 32 yards. And that play, it was Tom Brady who threw a right side wide receiver screen to the right to Julian Edelman, who threw it back to James White, who took it down the left sideline for 32 yards. It's been quite the game so far here with the Patriots as they're up 7 zip, and we're on commercial break. If you guys are new here to the channel, feel free to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. Yes, indeed, that trickery was on fire. I like what we got from this offense so far. What a great start. They pull out the trickery this early. We've seen it in the past, though, against Pittsburgh. They pull out the rabbit in the hat every single time when they take on the Steelers, like the trickery there. With they went with a flea flicker in the AFC title game with Chris Hogan. They crushed them in that game. I think it was like 36-7 or something was the score. I think that was in the 2016 AFC title game. They've done the flea flicker. I've seen it multiple times. That same exact play design. They've done it with Wes Welker, I believe, in the past. It's awesome. it's awesome here to see that the offense is back. Last season, there were a couple games early on that the offense just wasn't there. One of them was against the Lions. It was just nothing there against Detroit in Week 3 last season. Everybody thought that the Patriots were done, that Tom Brady was too old. He's on a cliff, according to Max Kellerman. His running backs are too slow. They can't win any games. And guess what? They prove them wrong. They win the whole entire thing. And when the Patriots get Antonio Brown next week, man, it's just going to be insane. It's going to... How do you stop that? If you're a defensive coordinator in the NFL, how in the world do you stop that? Especially if you're a team that doesn't have firepower on the offensive end, like somebody like the Redskins, the Giants. How do you stop that when you play against the Patriots? As Gostkowski will kick off, this ball goes to the end zone. So the Pittsburgh Steelers will take over at their own 25-yard line. Oh, yeah, Nick. Nick saying here on Sportscaster, Antonio Brown was so happy when he got released from the Raiders. I actually heard the audio when I was driving home last night, listening to one of the radio stations. The audio of his release from the Raiders, how he was cheering in the backyard. He released a video of that. Man, he was on cloud 9 when he found out that he was released from the Raiders. Alright, guys, here we are. Back to action. We'll see what the Patriots defense can do here. Two backs in the backfield right now for Roethlisberger. Ball to 25. He'll go HB toss, misdirection up the middle to Samuels. Samuels getting stopped for around a gain of 1 on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 9 coming up here for the Steelers. The Patriots got killed the last time with a running back misdirection. The HB toss and the cut towards the left side. Not on that play right there. They read it perfectly. They have this all in the game plan. They know what the Steelers are running. The Patriots defensive front just swarmed right to that. 2nd and 9 coming up with 4:10 left to go in the first. Roethlisberger in the shotgun. James Conner out towards the right. Juju lined up on the left. Some more misdirection here to the running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And Samuels gets taken down for around a gain of 3 or 4 in the play. We do have a flag down, though, on the field. I think it's going to be a Steeler penalty here against them. Yep. Holding on the offense, number 78, the Pro Bowler, two-time Pro Bowler, Alejandro Villanueva, 50-year player from Army, commits the penalty on the holding call for Pittsburgh, and it'll back them up some yards. So the Steelers have been doing a lot of that running back misdirection that we've seen in the past, and the Patriots are prepared for it. They're ready in this game. This Jalen Samuels is the ball carrier quite frequently on these misdirection plays, and they've barely gone for any yards. Right now, 2nd and 18 coming up for the Steelers. 3:40 left to go in the first. Roethlisberger in the shotgun right now. A running back, that's Conner towards the right. So Roethlisberger takes the snap, draws back, look at the pass it over the middle of the field, complete right there to Dante Moncrief, and gets minimal yards, maybe 4 in the play as he gets it to the 20. It says right here, this is not the game. I can only do the play-by-play calls to the game, P-Dog, because if I do show the stream to you guys, I get a copyright strike by YouTube. Looks like somebody for the Patriots is down on the play. Holding his knee, that is Shalik Calhoun, number 90, the offensive linebacker right now. No problem, man. No problem, man. A lot of people do ask the question. Yeah, if I did show the game, it would get taken down by YouTube immediately, and then I get a copyright strike, and then I wouldn't be able to stream. So this is my play-by-play of the game. That's why it says live play-by-play and reaction. So I call the play-by-play of the game. So there's somebody down for the Patriots, number 90, Shalik Calhoun, the outside linebacker, who he got injured against the Tennessee Titans, but he did make the final 53-man roster. He's down right now on the field. But if you guys enjoy what I do, I call play-by-play here on YouTube. Feel free to hit that like down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. I'm also on the computer towards my left. I'm on 2 different platforms here. I'm on Sportscaster as well. So thanks so much for being a part of the Sportscaster stream here also. I'll post in that link if you guys want to check me out. Check me out on Sportscaster. Right now we are ranked number 8 currently on Sportscaster. We keep on going up and up. We started at number 10 today. So, looking at the offensive yardage so far in this game for the stats, it looks like this. 107 total yards by the Patriots in this game. 32 yards right now at this commercial break for the Steelers. Of course, the big play of the game so far was the trickery. Tom Brady threw a wide receiver screen at the right side to Julian Edelman, who threw it back to James White, who took it down the left sideline for a 31-yard gain, as they got the trickery going on in the early stages here. And then they got the touchdown play with Tom Brady throwing a touchdown pass to Josh Gordon. Welcome back once again to the Patriots, being reinstated last month in August. Flash is back, and he's looking great so far. So one reception by Josh Gordon for 20 yards. Should have been down at the 5-yard line, but he broke a tackle, hurdled over a man, and got the touchdown reception. So yeah, we're just waiting to go back to action here, hopefully soon, with this game. What a great start, though, by New England. A really good start here by the Patriots. So let's see here. Just going to update you guys with what's going on. Tom Brady, 3 for 5 passing the ball. 45 yards in the air and a touchdown pass already. We've seen the running back misdirection by Pittsburgh, but not a whole lot of yards. Averaging 2.6 yards per carry so far by the Steelers. 5 carries, 13 yards total with James Conner and Jalen Samuels combined. So they're talking about Michael Bennett on the field right now from Tampa over to Seattle and then Philadelphia last season, where he won a Super Bowl against the Patriots. Okay, 3rd and 15 coming up for the Steelers right now with 3:26 left to go in the first. We have a flag. Flag on the field. Looks like a false start by Pittsburgh. Going to back them up and make it a 3rd and 20. False start by the offense. The jitters are happening now for the Steelers. Number 11, Dante Moncrief, the number 2 wide receiver on the team, committed the false start on the play. So the jitters are there early for the Pittsburgh Steelers on the offensive end, with some of these new wide receivers playing for the first time for the Steelers organization tonight in this game. 3rd and 20 now, ball at the 15-yard line of Pittsburgh at their own 15. Roethlisberger takes the snap, back to pass. Here comes the pass rush. Passes over the middle, and the crossing route complete. They get around. A gain of 7 or 8 on the play, but well short of the first down marker. And they're going to have to punt back to the Patriots. So 4th down coming up. Patriots will be back to return. Okay, hey, what's good, Brent? No problem, man. No problem. I'm here streaming whenever, so feel free if you got to charge your phone. I'll be here all night, plenty of time here. But thoughts on Antonio Brown? I think that's going to be really beneficial towards the Patriots. If anybody can change a player and make them valuable to an organization, it's going to be Bill Belichick. It's Gunnar Olszewski, fields the kick past the 20, 25, 30. Big run right there as he takes it to the middle of the field, 35, and he gets tackled around the 37-yard line by Gunnar Olszewski. 2:16 left to go in the first quarter right now. But great to see the Division II defensive back from Bemidji State returning kicks in. He's going to set up the Patriots with pretty solid field position to start this next drive too. But yeah, I think Antonio Brown, he's going to be fantastic for the Patriots. If anybody can do it, it's Bill Belichick. He did it with Corey Dillon. He did it with Randy Moss, Dontrell Revis. Antonio Brown really didn't need the Patriots. I mean, the Patriots didn't really need Antonio Brown, but Antonio Brown, I believe, needs the Patriots more than the Patriots need him. Because they're the organization that can put Antonio Brown and have him do his job. Brady down the middle of the field, complete. Bouncing off a tackler, Jacoby Myers. First down to the 40. Undrafted from North Carolina State. Went over 1,000 receiving yards and picks up a big pickup right there on the pass over the middle of the field from Tom Brady. 22-yard pickup over the middle of the field for Jacoby Myers, his first catch of the game. This is great. This is great to see everybody getting involved right now. Yeah, if they did it with Josh Gordon, Bill Belichick's a genius. He can do it with basically anybody. Shotgun formation, 5 wide here for Brady. 1.5 left to go in the first quarter. Brady takes the snap, back to passes. Right side complete as his receiver falls down, makes the catch. It's James White. for a pickup about 5 on the play, brings up a 2nd and 5. Oh my gosh, yes indeed. Hollywood Brown today, Triet, just going off in his first ever game for the Ravens. Lamar Jackson just unbelievable today. 5 touchdowns. John Harbaugh in his week 1 season openers for Harbaugh have just been spectacular, what he's been able to do. 47-3 last year against Buffalo. I believe they shut out the Bengals the year before, and this season all over the Dolphins, 59-10. Ace formation here for Brady. They'll hand it off to Michelle. Michelle bounces off a tackler, takes it about a yard short of the first down markers. He gets hit at the 31-yard line. So it should bring up a 3rd and 1 coming up for the Patriots right now. And Devin Bush hiding in a bush. This run up the middle should be enough by Sony Michel. Gets it past the first down marker in the 3rd and 1. They get it a yard more. So that should be the end of the first quarter here. As this is the Sports Dish here on Sportscaster, the computer towards the left, and also on Final Yard Football here on YouTube. What? Nick just got blocked from another YouTuber stream for shouting me out? What in the world? That's so random. That's unfortunate. What in the world there? Okay, so this clock goes down to 0 in the first quarter. So we just ended the first quarter. Moving on to the second quarter here on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster. Do you know whose stream it was? That's really interesting. That's so weird why people would do that. Alright, looking at the numbers so far after quarter number 1, Tom Brady back to his MVP form. Quarterback rating of 143.5. Touchdown pass to Josh Gordon earlier today. He's 5 for 7 for 71 yards passing. Julian Edelman is perfect passing the ball with that trick play. That was awesome. If you guys didn't see the trick play already, I'm probably sure that the NFL has it up on YouTube right now. So feel free to see if they have the Julian Edelman trick play pass over to James White for 31 yards, which set up the Josh Gordon touchdown catch. Let's see what else we have right here. The receivers have been great so far. Tom Brady spreading the ball. 5 receivers. So Tom Brady spread the ball out to 5 different receivers. Jacoby Myers, great to see that he's back. He got a reception for 22 yards. Josh Gordon got the TD catch for 20 yards. James White, 2 catches from the backfield. 36 yards right now by James White receiving. Philip Dorsett got an 8-yard gain that moved the chains early on. And Rex Burkhead with the first catch of the game for 37 yards. Julian Edelman seen 2 targets so far, but hasn't been able to haul in any passes yet in this game. Yeah, probably Cameron Meredith would be the best bet to fill in to get him out and then put in Antonio Brown into the roster. So Cameron Meredith's battling with injuries, and yeah, I think he's probably the one that I'd think too. That'd probably be cut from the roster. Would be Cameron Meredith. I wonder how this is going to work when Ben Watson comes in week 5. This is going to be really interesting. Then you have another target. I think the big thing, though, with Antonio Brown is that he won't be like a 10 to 12 target guy anymore like he was in Pittsburgh. Like, he's not going to be receiving the volume like he was when he played for the Steelers. He'll be receiving probably like 5 or 6 targets per game, most likely, as Tom Brady will have to spread the ball out as he's got Josh Gordon, Julian Edelman, Jacoby Myers, Dorsett. Tom Brady will spread the ball out. There's nobody better than Brady that can spread the ball out in the game of football. And that's the only thing that Antonio Brown has to accept there. He has to accept that he has a role on the team. He came to the Patriots to win a Super Bowl, not to get like 12, 15 targets per game. Oh, yeah, that'd be fantastic if AB could get the 84 jersey. Okay, this slant pass over the middle, complete by Tom Brady to Gordon, as he is tackled right at the first down sticks. It appears that he might be a little bit short. Yep, he is a tad shy. Brings up a 2nd and 1 coming up. Josh Gordon on the 9-yard reception, as we are back to action right now in the second quarter here on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster and Final Yard Football here on YouTube. So Tom Brady on the last play making his read up the middle of the field on the slant to Josh Gordon. Going in motion here, the tight end Ryan Izzo. Tom Brady hands it off up the middle. First down, it appears, I believe. That is close, though. It's close. Ford Progress should get the first down on the run by James White. So I believe it should be a 1st and 10 coming up for the Patriots right now. Yes, it is. So 1st and 10, 14 minutes left to go in the second quarter right now. The question will be, will we see a James Devlin touchdown run? That is very likely when the Patriots do get the ball at the goal line at the 1. Tom Brady in the shotgun right now, ball at the 19-yard line of Pittsburgh. He gets the snap, back to pass, pass over the middle, complete. Edelman, first catch of the game to the 11-yard line as he picks up the 8-yard catch, and I'll bring up a 2nd and 8 here at the Pittsburgh 11 as we are in the red zone right now for the Patriots and striking. Julian Edelman getting himself into the game, and Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time, showing you why, spreading out the ball now to 6 different receivers, and we're just getting going in the second quarter. Brady under center, I formation, hands it off, up the middle, forward progress, should get a 1st down to Sony Michel as he got stopped at the 9-yard line. So that should be a 1st down right there to Sony Michel at the 9, 13 minutes left to go in the second quarter. I like these short yardage blocks that the Patriots are doing. They're going for positive gains on 2nd and shorts. From the offensive line, that's what I was concerned about earlier in the game, but Brady's being able to be protected fairly well. Besides the first drive in this game, ever since, the protection's been great. 160 total yards right now by the Patriots. 1st and goal coming up for New England. 12.5 left to go in the second quarter. And I think we have a timeout here. Timeout taken by Belichick. So timeout here on the field with 12:32 left to go in the second quarter. As this is Final Yard Football on YouTube and the Sports Dish here on Sportscaster. So Ted Karras filling in there for the starting center spot right now for the Patriots. He's been able to keep up so far in this game. For Ted Karras, filling in for this entire season, the #1 center in place of David Andrews. So we got a 1st and goal coming up for the Patriots right now with a ball spotted at the 9-yard line of Pittsburgh. 12:32 left to go in the second. Brady in the ace formation. James White going over in motion towards the right. Swing over past to White. White at the 7-yard line gets out of bounds, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal coming up for the Patriots. So James White gets that pass for 2 yards, brings up a 2nd and goal here for New England. If you guys are new here to my channel on YouTube, hit that like button down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. I'm also on Sportscaster, by the way. Feel free to become a fan of mine if you like on Sportscaster, as I call play-by-play of this one, Patriots versus Steelers. 9 plays, 55 yards, and 5 minutes and 15 seconds and counting. Brady takes a snap, swing over to Burkhead, and that was an incomplete pass right there. Very uncharacteristic Tom Brady pass, just a little bit over the head of Rex Burkhead in his fingertips, and it fell incomplete. Brings up a 3rd and goal at the 7-yard line for New England. James White, it's so tough to defend James White in the backfield. What he can do, going in motion, pre-snap, he's so tough to defend. Edelman in motion now at the left side of Brady. James White, the running back, at the left side of Brady, same as Rex Burkhead at the right. Brady takes the snap, 3rd and goal here. Flushed out towards the right, Brady towards the end zone, and that pass over the head of Josh Gordon incomplete, as the Patriots will settle for a field goal here with 11:54 left to go in the second. So they couldn't punch it into the end zone. Gostkowski in the kicking unit will come on to attempt a field goal coming up for the Patriots. So Tom Brady flushed out towards the right. That's uncharacteristic. He always loves to stay in the pocket right there. Nothing there, so he threw it at the back corner of the end zone on the bounds. So we got a 25-yard chip shot here by Steven Gostkowski. Jake Bailey, the holder. This kick's up. This kick is good. 10-zip now, Pats. Gostkowski, extra point and a field goal. Great to see that he's at full strength so far in this game. So he hits the chip shot. It's 10-zip New England, as this is Final Yard Football on YouTube and also the Sports Dish here on Sportscaster. So Pittsburgh will get this ball back when we do get back to action here on the channel right now. Looking at the total yardage, it's a mismatch early on in this game. Patriots with 162 total yards compared to Pittsburgh's 41 at this moment, and Tom Brady is gashing up that secondary of the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's what he's been able to do in the past. 24 touchdown passes in the history against Pitt versus 2 interceptions, and Tom Brady already 8 completions out of 12 attempts for 91 total yards and a touchdown pass to Josh Gordon early on in this game. Looking at some of the other stats, James White, a huge receiving role out of the backfield, and he's the leading receiver on the count here. 3 receptions for 38 yards by James White. Josh Gordon with a touchdown grab, 2 receptions, 29 yards. Jacoby Myers had a 22-yard catch. Rex Burkhead had a 17-yard catch earlier in the game. And Julian Edelman on the last drive getting involved with a catch for 9 yards as well. So, looking at some of the other statistics here so far, I want to look towards the defense here, to focus on the defense. The leading tackler right now for the Patriots is Dante Hightower. Pro Bowler a few years ago right now for the Patriots. 3 tackles by Hightower so far. Stephon Gilmore with 2 tackles. And Lawrence Guy with 2 tackles as well. Jason McCourty coming in with 3 tackles also. And a pass defended by Jonathan Jones. That was a great passing coverage early on in the game. Ben Roethlisberger tried to take a deep shot earlier in this game, and Jonathan Jones batted it down. So, right now, we are on commercial break. We should be getting ready to go back to action here momentarily on both of these platforms, the Sports Dish on Sportscaster and Final Yard Football here on YouTube. NFL all day. Let me know in the chat, by the way, on YouTube or Sportscaster, what you thought about the NFL games from today. Were you shocked or surprised how some of the outcomes went down? Let me know in the chat how that happened today. So, right now, we are getting ready to go back to action. The Steelers will get this kickoff here. But great start by the Patriots offense. That's what I like to see, even without Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown, when he comes to the team, he has to realize that he's not going to be the main focal point like he was with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Everybody will do their job for the Patriots. They have a role to play, and that's what the Patriots is all about. So, the kickoff by Gostkowski will go here. This is a deep kick. It'll get returned, though, from the 3-yard line by Pittsburgh by Switzer. Past the 15 to the 20. He gets hit hard right there at the 21. Big hit coming in by the Patriots special teams core. And they'll take over at the 21-yard line here for Pittsburgh. So Ben Roethlisberger going up against Tom Brady. The numbers don't look great for Big Ben. 3-8 of all time going up against Tom Brady. But they did win the last matchup for the Pittsburgh Steelers in Week 15. Yeah, me too. I need to see Chase Winovich. That'd be awesome. He was on, I think he was on the special teams play the last, right there. On the kickoff. Okay, ball at the 21-yard line of Pittsburgh. They're going empty. Something that Pittsburgh always does is go 5 wide. Shotgun formation. Roethlisberger, quick pass. Slant read to Switzer. Complete. Gain of 7 on the play as they get tackled at the 28. $11.5 left to go in the second quarter now. Second down coming up with a 2nd and 2 here by the Steelers. Roethlisberger operating out of the shotgun formation. This is a really interesting camera NBC is going with right now. We have 2 wide towards the right, I believe. 3 wide towards the left. Roethlisberger takes the snap, passes right side right there, and not enough for the first down. Patrick Chung with a nice open field tackle on Ryan Switzer on the completion. Gain of 1 on the play and bring up a 3rd and short coming up for the Steelers with 11 minutes left to go before halftime. So 3rd and short coming up for the Pittsburgh Steelers right now on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster and Final Yard Football on YouTube. 3rd and 1 here for Big Ben in Pittsburgh. New England trying to clog that middle. Will they? Roethlisberger, shotgun formation. He takes the snap. He'll hand it off. HB draw. That's going to be close to a first down. He was tackled at the line of scrimmage. James Conner got the ball carry. I believe he had enough for the first down. They're going to see if they can measure it, I believe, if they get that chain gang out on the field. Yep, so they're going to get the chain gang to come in. This looks really close. We have 10:24 left to go in the second. I believe Pittsburgh got enough for the first down, though. The Patriots defense clogged the entire middle in that HB draw. but I don't think they got there. Yeah, pretty cool camera angle if you guys are watching on NBC right now. They got a pretty cool camera angle. Wow, I thought it was a first down. It is short. 4th and inches on the Pittsburgh side of the field right now. This is a huge decision for Tomlin. Do you go for it? It's at your own side of the field. You have to punt. You have to punt the ball, I would think. You would have to punt the ball right now. 10:24 left to go in the second. It's way too early to go for this one. So, yeah, they have the punting unit on with Jordan Berry onto the field. Gunnar Olszewski will be back to return this punt for the Patriots right now. Watch the fake, though, if you are the Patriots. Second quarter with 10:24 left to go in this game. Gunnar Olszewski back. If you're the Patriots, watch the fake here. The ball at the Pittsburgh 31. Jordan Berry is back to punt this ball away. They get the punt off. Berry does punt this ball as he booms it. And Olszewski is back as he'll return it to the 20. Past the 25 to the 30. Olszewski gets knocked down around that 30-yard line for the Patriots. I like Gunnar Olszewski so far in this game. He's able to secure the ball. That's great to see. From a player playing in his first game, his role, and he's taking use of it right now. He's been able to get some punting yards out of it and been able to set up Tom Brady in the offense to start around like the 30-35 yard line on most of their drives. So the Patriots back at it here on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster and Final Yard Football on YouTube. After this commercial break, the score, New England 10, Pittsburgh 0. As we have 10 minutes left to go in the second here right now on Final Yard Football on YouTube and the Sports Dish on Sportscaster. So Ben Roethlisberger is able to complete passes so far. He's 6 for 7, 37 yards though in the air. The only thing is that he's throwing short check down passes so far by Big Ben in this game. So short check down passes so far by Big Ben. The receiving core hasn't done so much here. Juju had a 7-yard reception early. That's the only catch though by Juju. James Conner with a 9-yard catch for Pittsburgh. And then a 3-yard catch by Moncrief, 9-yard catch by Deontay Johnson, and 2 receptions for 9 yards so far by Ryan Switzer. So not a whole lot of passing there for the number 1 passing quarterback from a year ago in the NFL, Ben Roethlisberger. Hey, what's good, my man? Kidder96 here on YouTube. Thanks so much for joining me here on the channel. Houston at New Orleans, followed by Denver against Oakland tomorrow night for sure. Yeah, that Houston versus New Orleans game looks to appear to be really good. Especially the Saints. When the Saints do play in Week 1 openers, they tend to struggle. I've got the Saints tomorrow, but the Houston Texans can make that game fairly close, I think. So I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk tomorrow for the Saints. I think the Texans are going to give them a run throughout the game for sure. As far as the Denver versus Oakland game, that's so late for me. I won't be able to watch that one because I'm from Massachusetts. That game won't start until like 10:20 at night on the East Coast, so I won't be able to do play-by-play of that game. But yeah, right now, guys, we are on 2 different platforms here. Feel free to hit that like if you're on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button as well, as we are on the Sports Dish here on Sportscaster. Also, hey, what's good? Bumblebee Tuna Micah joining me here on Sportscaster. I appreciate it, my man. Back here on Sportscaster once again. I'll post that link here on YouTube. If you guys do want to check me out on Sportscaster, feel free. Alright, so here we are back to action. 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter. And the Patriots with the ball after the Steelers punt. The ball at the 35-yard line in New England. Brady hands it off to Michelle. Michelle gets around 3 on the carry. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 7 coming up. So Sony Michel, the bulldozer back for the Patriots, gets 3 yards in the carry. As we're under 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter right now. Calling play-by-play of action for this game. Devin Bush, they're talking about right now on NBC. The linebacker, or the rookie 10th round draft pick from Michigan. Into the game for the Steelers. Tom Brady, shotgun formation. Burkhead towards the left. James White towards the right. Brady gets the snap, passes. That pass to the ground, incomplete. It was intended for Ryan Izzo, but the pressure came right to Tom Brady. He had to get it away. It was incomplete. Brings up a 3rd and 7 right now. 3rd and 7 for the Patriots coming up. We have 9:22 left to go in the second. Ball placed at the 37-yard line here of the Patriots. Patriots moving in motion towards the left of Tom Brady's James White. Brady takes the snap, drops back to pass over the middle, and incomplete, intended for James White, but it was a little bit in front of James White towards the right of him. It was incomplete, and it brings up a 4th and 7 here, a 3 and out for the Patriots. So everything was clicking early on for New England, but that drive, it didn't come along, as the Patriots will have to punt this ball away to Ryan Switzer and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So the rookie, Jake Bailey, to punt this ball off, the 5th-round draft pick from Stanford for the Patriots, about to get the snap from the long snapper, Joe Cardona. Bailey gets the snap, and he'll punt this ball away. He boots it, angles it towards the left. Fair catch call, running up for it at the 30 is Ryan Switzer. So Switzer will fair catch it at the 30, as we'll be back to action here right after this commercial break on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster and Final Yard Football here on YouTube. 2 streams here on 2 different platforms, same game going at you. And the Patriots are up right now 10-0. Pittsburgh will get the ball back on this upcoming possession. Looking at some of the numbers so far, this is what it looks like. 9 first downs by the Patriots in this game, 2 first downs by the Steelers. 165 yards total so far by the Patriots compared to 50 total yards right now by the Steelers in this game. But as far as other statistics, it looks like this. Tom Brady's numbers: 8 for 14 passing, 91 yards in the air and a touchdown pass. Ben Roethlisberger, 6 for 7, 37 yards. Tom Brady averaging just over a yard more in the air than Ben Roethlisberger. The ball carrying game for the Patriots, 42 yards total in the rushing game. The Patriots rushing defense has been able to stop the Pittsburgh rushing attack, though. 6 carries for Pittsburgh for only 13 yards, averaging just above 2 yards per carry for the Steelers. As far as receiving is gone, Tom Brady's just spread it out to everybody on the field right now. 6 different receivers so far in this game. The leading receiver, James White, 3 receptions for 38 yards out of the backfield. Josh Gordon had a TD catch, 2 receptions, 29 yards by Flash. Rex Burkhead with a 17-yard reception. Jacoby Myers, 22-yard reception. Julian Edelman with a 9-yard grab. So right now we're getting ready to go back to action here. Let me know in the chat if there were any games that surprised you from earlier today on NFL Sunday. There are a bunch of games that really surprised me. The comeback, though, by the Eagles against the Redskins. I thought that the Eagles would blow by the Redskins, but it was close. Philadelphia won that game. Okay, but we are getting ready to go back to action right here after this commercial break. 10 to zip the score. Of course, Jerron Mayo, the Patriots inside linebackers coach now for the Patriots. And Bill Belichick's son, Steve Belichick, is Patriots secondary and safeties coach, shown there in the NBC Sports stream. So, Sunday Night Football, and we are back. Pittsburgh Steelers with the ball after the punt by Jake Bailey in the Patriots, as we are back to action right now after this commercial break. 9:12 left to go in the second. Ben Roethlisberger in the shotgun with the running back, that's James Conner, towards his right. Juju on the bottom of the screen at the right side right now lined up. Roethlisberger takes the snap, drops back to pass, feels the pressure, passes, and that one is incomplete to James Conner. We do have a flag in the play, though. We'll check the flag. 9:07 left to go in the second. Jawan Bentley was covering James Conner out of the backfield on the last play. We'll check what this flag's about here. Holding by the defense by the Patriots, Jawan Bentley, number 51. He was the player in coverage, trying to defend James Conner in the last play. So, Jawan Bentley with a holding call by the Patriots. So, 1st and 10 here for the Steelers. 9:07 left to go before halftime. The ball placed at the 35-yard line of Pittsburgh territory. Patriots could possibly show blitz here. Steelers going in motion with a tight end, Vance McDonald. HB toss, misdirection to Connor. Off the snap, Connor takes it past the player, gains a gain of 5 on the play. Passing the left side edge right there. As he gains 5, brings up a 2nd and 5 coming up for the Steelers. So we're under the 9-minute mark here before halftime right now. James Conner got the HB toss at the left side, tried to get around the Patriot defense, but Stephon Gilmore right there with a... He hurdled over Gilmore, and it was actually Jawan Bentley who committed the penalty in the last play, got the tackle. So 8.5 left to go in the second quarter. Shotgun formation once again for Roethlisberger. To the left is Connor. Ben takes a snap. HB toss once again, misdirection to Connor. Connor takes it for around a gain of 3 on the play. Not enough for a first down. Brings up a 3rd and short. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Steelers. Yeah, the Cleveland Browns for sure. That game surprised me. I thought that the Browns would blow by Tennessee. I had no clue that Tennessee, with that offense that they had today, would be able to put up 43 points. I had no clue that they'd be that legit. And of course, the Lions-Cardinal tie. That was shocking too. A tie in week 1. We saw that last season though. Steelers versus Browns. So another week 1 with a tie. 3rd and 1 coming up for Pittsburgh. Ball at the 44-yard line. Hand off to Connor. And he is swarmed in the backfield for a loss of 3. Jamie Collins, welcome back to New England. Gets the tackle right there as blue jerseys surrounded James Conner in the HB toss towards the left side. And will bring up a punting situation for Jordan Berry and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Patriots' run defense so far looks legit in this game. They're not being fooled by the misdirection. That was the problem last season when they played in Week 15. The running back misdirection was a problem. But today, they've been able to swarm James Conner. John Simon coming in alongside Jamie Collins to make that tackle. 7 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Pittsburgh will have to boot this ball away with their punter, Jordan Berry. As this punts up, and Gunnar Olszewski, undrafted D2 player, back, and he makes the fair catch at the 20. So the Patriots back here to action here at their own 20-yard line to start with Tom Brady and company after we get back from commercial break. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, hit that like down below. Hit that subscribe button, as well as I call play-by-play of football action here on Final Yard Football on YouTube, and also on Sportscaster on the Sports Dish. Oh, the one that didn't surprise you? Probably the Ravens against Dolphins today. Unfortunately, if you guys are a Dolphins fan, it's going to be a long season. That's so unfortunate, but look at the Buffalo Bills last year. They were at like an all-time low when they played against the Miami Dolphins, or against the Baltimore Ravens in Week 1. They lost 47-3, and then they played against the Chargers. They were down 28-0 at halftime. That's when Vontae Davis retired at halftime for the Buffalo Bills, and then the season started to click after that. Even though they lost in Week 2 against the Chargers, Buffalo won in Week 3. They crushed Minnesota at Minnesota 27-6. We're back to action. Tom Brady hands it off to Burkhead. Burkhead gains around a gain of 4 as he spins off a tackler. And there'll be a 2nd and 6 coming up for New England. So career at home versus the Steelers. Tom Brady looks like this. 72% completion rate. 359 yards in the air, 18 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, an average of 36.6 points per game, and a 5-0 record. Ball now at the 24-yard line. Brady hands it off to Burkhead. Burkhead gains around 2 on the play, maybe 3, and it'll be a 3rd and short coming up for the Patriots. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man, about the Dolphins this season. But you guys are in rebuilding mode. Hopefully, in the future or so, if you're a Dolphins fan, the thing that you can hope for is hopefully they'll be back in the playoffs rebuilding in the future. And they're not like another team or so. Like all the hype for the Cleveland Browns, and they got crushed today by 30 against Tennessee. That's so unfortunate for Cleveland fans. All the hype for this season in Baker, and he threw 3 picks. 3rd and 3 coming up for the Patriots. In motion, Josh Gordon. Fake around the jet sweep. Tom Brady passes left side. Complete first down. Into the hands right there of James White. His 4th catch of the game with 5:40 left to go in the second. James White, the reliable back in the backfield, caught 15 passes last season in the AFC divisional round when he crushed the LA Chargers. I believe the final score was 41-28 in that game, but it should have been a whole lot more. It was a lot of garbage time points that the Chargers put up in the 4th quarter. 10 first downs so far by the Patriots. 1st and 10 here. I like what I'm seeing from New England. Brady. Play action. up the middle, throws it complete. Edelman first down at midfield. Julian Edelman hauling in that pass right there. The second grab of the game right there for number 11. Tom Brady just does so well right there in the play action. Faked it to Sony Michel. The blockers up front gave him plenty of time to put a beautiful strike up the slant route to the field right there from the slot receiver to Julian Edelman. 10 for 16 by Brady tonight. 115 yards in the air and a touchdown pass right now. This offense for the Patriots is clicking. 4:40 left to go in the second. Going in motion, the tight end, Ryan Izzo, the block. Brady, play action, going to the air once again, over the middle, complete to Edelman, past the 35 to the 30, and he bounces off a tackler right there to the 25. Julian Edelman doing everything right now in these past couple receptions. That is your Super Bowl 53 MVP. Coming through, gaining separation in the middle of the field, and catching that ball from the slot towards the left side for the first down. Just bouncing right over a Pittsburgh Steelers defender right there as he went low for the hit. Edelman just got his legs taken out, but was able to get up on his feet. That's what I like to see by Julian. 2:20 left to go here. 220 yards total. 4 minutes left to go here. Brady to the air, and he passes it. Touchdown. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. It is 16 zip Pats. Tom Brady on the play action. 6 plays, 80 yards, 3 minutes and 9 seconds off the clock in. This Patriots offense looks difficult to stop. The secondary here for Pittsburgh has no answers so far to this Patriots offense. Philip Dorsett getting involved right now into this game, and he gets the touchdown grab. This is perfection by Tom Brady to have this type of technique. Fakes the play action over to James White. Sees Dorsett right there. Gets a step on his defender and receives it in at the end zone for the touchdown. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Extra point coming up for Gostkowski. It is good. 17 zip New England. At this point with 3:49 left to go in the second quarter here on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster and Final Yard Football on YouTube. Tom is looking sharp. 12 for 18. 164 yards in the air and 2 touchdown passes right now for TB12 in this game. Oh, that's cool. So you were back in the late 90s. That's pretty cool. You went to like Foxborough Stadium in the 90s, I'm guessing, to see the Pats versus Dolphins. That's awesome. That's so cool. That's so cool, Steve. Yeah, I remember the very last years of Foxborough Stadium, because I was like 6 or 7 years old when they moved into like Gillette Stadium. But I remember that the tuck roll game against the Raiders, the last game inside. Well, I think the second to last game inside Foxborough. This, yeah, looks unstoppable right now for the Patriots offense. The Steelers secondary right now just has no answers. Gostkowski kicks this one off. Switzer will take a knee at the end zone. So the Pittsburgh Steelers will get this ball back here at their own 25-yard line on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster and Final Yard Football here on YouTube. Who in the world is going to possibly compete here with the Patriots offense once they get Antonio Brown, and if they hit their ceiling with Josh Gordon able to stay off the weed and Antonio Brown able to put the distractions behind him and to accept his player as a role on this team, it's gonna be one tough team to stop for sure for defensive coordinators to try to come up with something. 25-yard line now for Roethlisberger. Plenty of time. Still nothing there. Passes left side, and that one is deflected by Devin McCourty on the play. Deflected right there. Jason McCourty, number 30, got the deflection. Devin's 32, but Jason McCourty with the deflection now was close to being picked off. But he got his hand right on the ball and forced the pass deflection. 2nd and 10, 3:42 left to go in the second quarter right now on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster and Final Yard Football here on YouTube. The Steelers going empty, 5 wide right now with Ben Roethlisberger under center. Got 3 wide towards the right, 2 wide towards the left. Roethlisberger takes the snap, back to pass, passes deep down the right sideline. That pass is overthrown. That one was almost intercepted by the other McCourty, Devin McCourty. Off the fingertips of Devin McCourty that time. So both of the McCourty brothers coming in with pass breakups on back-to-back plays. Devin almost had that intercepted. If he had one more step on the ball, that could have been an INT. 3:37 left to go in the second quarter, and this is not a good drive at all for the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taking off minimal time off the clock, and it's just a disaster waiting to happen for Pittsburgh when you put the ball back into the hands of Tom Brady with around 3 minutes left to go. 2 plays and a total of like 7 seconds off the clock. 2 plays, 7 seconds, 0 yards. Pittsburgh here. 3rd and 10 from the shotgun. Down the middle of the field. That one is complete that time. Second catch of the game goes to Juju for a first down. So Juju gets the first down right there on that pass by Ben Roethlisberger. And that keeps the hope up for the Pittsburgh Steelers on this drive. He was working on Stephon Gilmore. Just found separation in the middle of the field as he cut left towards the center of the field and hauled in the catch for the first down. So the ball now for Pittsburgh at the 44-yard line of Steelers territory. 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter right now. In the shotgun formation for Ben Roethlisberger. He takes the snap. Ben passes left side, quick route to Switzer. Switzer tackled immediately for no gain on the play. Swarming in right there. The defense was right on it. Jawan Bentley with a tackle for the Patriots. 2:40 left to go in the second quarter right now. 2nd and 9 coming up for Pittsburgh. The Steelers going empty once again. 5 wide, 3 towards the top, 2 towards the right part of the screen. Roethlisberger takes the snap, drops back, passes deep down the sideline, and could not connect to the wide receiver. Incomplete pass on the play to James Washington. He overthrew James Washington by 2 steps, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and long coming up for the Steelers. 3rd and 9 coming up. Jason McCourty on the play, working on James Washington, the second-year wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He had a step to a McCourty, just the pass just a little bit over his head. It was incomplete. Ben didn't drop it into the breadbasket. 3rd and 9 coming up here for the Steelers. Huge play. Ben Roethlisberger going empty once again as they need to get to the first down marker, which is the 46-yard line of New England territory. That pass, wide receiver screen towards the right, and it will be not enough, a yard short to Deontay Johnson, the wide receiver, as we hit the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. So not enough. It'll be a 4th and 1 coming up for the Steelers. Here's the question here. Do they go for it? They know that they're down 17-0. They're now at New England side of the field, but they're at the 47-yard line of the Patriots. Do they go for that right now? Do they go for that? It's going to be interesting to see if they do go for that here on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster and on YouTube on Final Yard Football. So right now we've hit the 2-minute warning. We are currently on commercial break, as we'll go to commercial break and back to this game in a matter of moments. So yeah, right now, guys, we are on just commercial break, but man, the defense so far is not being fooled by anything that Pittsburgh presents them. The running back misdirection, they're ready for it. They've game planned. They are ready for it with this defense that they have. The other stuff that they've come to them, Juju Smith-Schuster hasn't really been a main factor in this game. He's only caught very few passes today. Let's look at the numbers here. Juju is the number 2 wide receiver at the moment here. 3 receptions for Ryan Switzer, but Juju Smith-Schuster, 2 receptions for 26 yards. As he hasn't shown a lot here in this first half. The Patriots have double-teamed him and kept him out towards the majority of this game so far. They've basically kept him out from performing. So that's what it looks like so far in the numbers in this game, as right now we are streaming on 2 platforms. My computer towards the left of me, the Sports Dish here on Sportscaster, Final Yard Football, right straight away from me, as I am on YouTube right now on that computer. So yeah, right now, guys, we're just on commercial break. We're going to get ready to go back here to the game momentarily. But it's the 2-minute warning. Pittsburgh will have the football And this is a big possession here for the Steelers. A 4th down coming up. Just going to check what yard line they're at. 4th down coming up. 4th and 1 at the New England 47. So that's what we got coming up for this scenario with 2 minutes left to play. And here's the question. Does the Steelers go for it? They know that they're down 17-0. Do they risk it? Or do they go for it and miss it and give back Tom Brady the ball with 53 yards to go or so, something like that, and with less than 2 minutes? And this game could get out of hand at halftime. That could be possible. We'll see if Ben Roethlisberger can string together anything here for the Steelers to keep this an actual ball game. But here we are, back to action. 4th down and 1 coming. No coach's challenge in the last 2 minutes here of the 2nd and 4th quarters. Alright, Steelers, 4th and 1. They are going for it with about the 47. They'll take a timeout. So timeout call. So they took a look at the defense right there for the Patriots. Patriots stacked the box. If the Steelers ran that ball, big chance that they probably would have not got a first down because the Patriots were ready. They had stacked the box and they were ready for a running play right there. This is a huge play call by Mike Tomlin at this stage of the game. I'm not a fan of the play calling, though, by Mike Tomlin so far, or the offensive coordinator for Pittsburgh, whoever calls the play. Please, I'm not a fan of Ben Roethlisberger chucking the ball on little dump-off passes, what we saw from Mitch Trubisky in the season opener for like 5-6 yards or so. I like Ben to take his shots, and right now that is why they haven't been able to get chunk yard plays. Not a whole lot of anything offensively in this first half by Pittsburgh. 2 minutes. Here we are, 4th and 1. Pittsburgh going for it, 5 wide. Ben Roethlisberger set out in the shotgun as they are going for it with Pittsburgh. They're going for it. Ball at the New England 47. Roethlisberger takes the snap, passes left side. It is incomplete. The pass breakup by the captain, Patrick Chung. And the Pittsburgh Steelers turn it over. Clean play, no flag with 1:57. And you give the ball right back to Tom Brady to do what he does best. His 2-minute drill to pick apart the Steelers defense. It was a good throw. The pass was just not hauled in by the Steelers, by Dante Moncrief. I talked about it in the pregame. I was worried about the Steelers' wide receiving core since they lost Antonio Brown. I wasn't sure. Since they planned to double cover Juju Smith-Schuster, I wasn't sure how the other wide receivers would hold up in this game. And right now, it's been a disaster with Moncrief and Switzer and Washington and Johnson and the rest of the wide receiving core. Brady with the ball. Screen pass over to Burkhead. Pass midfield to the 45, to the 43. He gets tackled for the first down. Rex Burkhead picks up the first down on one play there by the Patriots going hurry up. 1:40 left to go in the second quarter here. 1st and 10 for Tom Brady. Nobody does this better than the Patriots. Ball at the 42 now of Steelers territory. One play, they're already into Pitt territory. Brady going 5 wide, just like Roethlisberger did a moment ago. Tom takes the snap, back to pass right now. Passes left side, it is complete to Burkhead. His helmet fell off and the play gains around 6 on the catch. Hey, what is good? Anthony Garcia, man, joining me here on the channel on YouTube. What is good right now? Tom Brady is going hurry up here. 35 total plays by the Patriots. 2nd and 5 coming up. Ball at the 37 of the Steelers. Brady airing it out. That one's incomplete for Edelman. It was intended for incomplete. No pass interference on the play. So 3rd and 5 coming up for the Patriots. Oh, Chase Winovich. I've seen him only play special teams right now for the Patriots, so I haven't seen him a whole lot on the defensive end, but special teams is where I've seen Chase Winovich play so far by the Patriots. He's been fantastic throughout the preseason, by the way. I love his future as a Patriot. Fantastic motor he has, for sure, coming from Michigan, the 3rd-round draft pick. So Brady here, 3rd and 5. 1 minute before halftime right now, where Tom Brady does it best. 3rd and 5 with White in the backfield right towards the left of him. Brady takes the snap, passes left, complete to White. First down, past the 30 to the 28, out of bounds. Let's go indeed, Tim. Tom does it so well. Just quick passes out towards the open running back in the flats, James White. And he gets the first down. Isaiah Wynn's been holding up so well as left tackle in this game. First series was a little bit shaky, but after that, they've got it together. 54 seconds left to go before halftime. Brady in the shotgun once again, 5 wide, takes the snap, drops back to pass at the 28, passes left side, and that ball is complete to Dorsett. Does get a gain of 2 to the 25. So gain of 2, gain of 3 on the play right there to the 25-yard line. That clock's still ticking right now. Under 40 seconds left to play before halftime. Oh man, would you love another touchdown with a comfortable cushion going up 24-0 at the half? That is possible here. Brady takes the snap, drops back, passes over the middle, incomplete for Burkhead off the fingertips. That was tight coverage by the number 10 overall draft pick, Devin Bush, coming in on the play there for Pittsburgh. It stops the clock with 27 seconds left to go before halftime. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Patriots. That was a key play made by the Pittsburgh D by Devin Bush guarding Rex Burkhead on the middle of the field on that last play. Hey, thanks so much, Anthony. I appreciate that. Yeah, I cannot wait to see Chase Winovich play. Like, actual defense would be awesome. Hopefully, he'll get that opportunity. Brady takes a snap, back to pass, passes, right corner fade, and that one is incomplete. James White wanted a flag there at the 10-yard line, but he's not going to get it. Tight coverage once again by Terrell Edmonds, the second-year safety. And it'll be a 4th down here with the Patriots with 21 seconds left to go before halftime. That was like the first time in quite a while that I've seen Tom Brady get pressured. Hargrave came right through. They bulldozed through their offensive tackles on that last play. Cannon got knocked down right to the ground. And James White wanted a flag on that last play but couldn't get it. Gostkowski coming on to attempt a 41-yard extra point from the left hash. This kick is snapped, it's up, and it's kicked, and it is through the target right there, through the upright, up and good, right over the target box that they have at classic Gillette Stadium. 20-0, the Patriots have the lead. So they weren't able to cash in on the touchdown, but they got 3 points from that possession. 20-0. The Patriots most likely will be heading into the halftime tunnel here on Final Yard Football on YouTube. If you guys are new here to my YouTube channel, hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. I'm also on Sportscaster, on the Sports Dish here on Sportscaster. Feel free to become a fan of mine as well in the Sportscaster stream. So that kick is good. It makes this game 20-0 Patriots, and the Steelers will get 17 seconds before halftime here on the clock. So Mike Tomlin, not too pleased, I would expect, out of his team's effort right here on Banner Night to start it out in week number 1 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. No points to show for right now for Pitt in this game. So they'll get the Dolphins next week. We still have 2 more quarters to play, though. That's what Bill Belichick is focused on. He's not focused on Miami until this game actually finishes up. You have to play 60 minutes of football to decide a winner, and we saw that earlier today with the Cardinals versus Lions game. Cardinals were getting blown out early on, and then they came back. They were down by 18 points and came back and tied the game up. Also, there was the other game we saw earlier today. I had a call for you guys on it on Final Yard Football on the Sportscaster stream. It was the Bills versus Jets. In the first half, Josh Allen turned over the ball 4 times for the Buffalo Bills. He came back and won the game. They were down 16-0 at one point against the Jets. They came back. C.J. Mosley injured his groin, and then when C.J. Mosley, the main signal caller of that New York Jets defense, went down with an injury, the Buffalo Bills offense started clicking and gashed the Jets defense and came from behind 17 points unanswered to win 17-16. Roethlisberger hands it off to the running back James Conner, gains 4 in the play, brings it to the 29-yard line. And that will go to halftime. 20-0 will be the score here as we end the second quarter on Final Yard Football on YouTube. You got to be happy here. If you guys are a Patriots fan like me, you have to be happy with that first half effort. It's incredible what we've seen in that first half. So the Steelers will receive the kick. So Steelers will receive the kick in the second half also. So Pittsburgh to receive the second half kick here. 20-0. Patriots are up right now. And yes, it is not a typo. 20-0. I've got the Patriots winning this game. So Patriots winning this game right now. It's not a typo. Right now they have a 20-0 lead. We're looking at some of the statistics here. The box score this first half. Tom Brady almost 200 yards passing in half number 1. 42 years old, 20 seasons in the NFL, and still showing you that he can still play at an elite level like he does. 16 for 25 passing, 194 yards in the air, averaging 7.8 yards per pass, 2 touchdown passes, 1 to Dorsett, 1 to Josh Gordon. As far as the rushing attack, 14 carries for 49 yards right now. James White, 3 rushes for 24 yards. Sony Michel, though, unfortunately, it hasn't been a strong running game from him. 8 carries for only 11 yards. As far as the Pittsburgh Steelers passing attack, it's been struggling. Ben Roethlisberger led the NFL last season in passing yards with 5,129 passing yards. Today, he struggled. 9 for 14 passing, 65 yards. Basically, check down passes. Not been airing out deep balls and stuff like that. Ben Roethlisberger has gone with the short stuff, and they haven't really picked up anything from it. As far as the running game is gone, the Patriots' defensive front has been ready. Last season, they got slammed over the running back misdirection that James Conner and Jalen Samuels presented to that offense for the Patriots defense. Today, they've done an excellent job defending that running back misdirection on the HB toss misdirection stuff. James Conner, 8 carries for only 18 yards. Jalen Samuels, 2 carries for 4 yards. So that's what the numbers look like so far. For the wide receiving core for the Patriots, Tom Brady able to spread out the ball. He's one of the best in the game at it. He's spread out the ball to now 6 different wide receivers. The leading receiver right now is James White out of the backfield at halftime. 5 receptions for 56 yards. Long reception of 32. That was on the trick play earlier on. Don't forget about the trickery that Josh McDaniels drew up in his hat. It was Tom Brady on a wide receiver screen over to Julian Edelman, who threw it right back towards James White, who took it down the left sideline for 32 yards. Julian Edelman, 3 receptions, 49 yards right now. Rex Burkhead, 3 receptions, 33 yards. Philip Dorsett, 3 receptions, 37 yards, and a touchdown grab. Josh Gordon with a touchdown catch, 2 catches, 29 yards. And Jacoby Myers, a reception for 22 yards. Now, it's going to be interesting. Once the Patriots do get Antonio Brown needs to realize that he has a role to play on the Patriots team. It's not going to be catch 12, 10, 15 passes a game. It'll be catching probably 5 or 6 passes a game, as Tom Brady loves to spread out the ball. He loves to reward the open receiver, and that's what Antonio Brown does best in the NFL. He's one of the best wide receivers at getting separation on the field. Such a talented wide receiver, so don't expect Antonio Brown to have like a 12 reception game. Get like the volume of targets that we've seen him in the past, because he was the centerfold, the focal piece of the Pittsburgh Steelers offense throughout the years. When he plays for New England now, he'll probably receive 5 or 6 targets per game. So that's what it's looked like in the first half. Patriots defense holding the Steelers to 87 total yards in the first half right now. We've seen that quite often in the preseason with the Patriots defense. Stacked. For sure. I'm liking that defense. The offense, too, it's clicking. Even without Antonio Brown. 275 yards in the air so far. 275 yards total by the Patriots so far. Tom Brady, almost 200 passing yards. 194 yards passing so far by TB12. So that's what the numbers look like right now in this game, as we are on 2 different streams. Final Yard Football on YouTube and the Sports Dish here on Sportscaster. So, yes, they're saying dominant first half for the Patriots, and indeed, yes, it was. James White, for sure, is having an impressive night out of the backfield. He's doing such a great job tonight. So, James White, really impressive tonight out of the backfield, doing everything, carrying the ball. He's the leading ball carrier. Going to check the numbers here. Leading receiver for the team. Really impressive. His big reception was that trickery play. If you guys haven't seen it, go to the highlight reel. I'm sure that somebody has it on YouTube, the trickery from the early part of this game with that screen pass. But what a week 1 here in the NFL for sure. I'm probably going to go down the scores for you guys with a week 1 in the NFL if we do have them on NBC. If I can talk about them, if they do have them on NBC. If not, I'll talk about them from the ESPN website that they do have on the computer. They're doing 60 seconds in the NFL on NBC right now. Hold the hype for sure with the Cleveland Browns. They got destroyed by Derrick Henry, and Delaney Walker with 2 reception touchdowns, and the Tennessee Titans cruised 43-13 over the Cleveland Browns. Who could have imagined that Cleveland would have lost by 30 at home with OBJ, Jarvis Landry, and Baker Mayfield as your quarterback? Hey, what's good, Rich? Thanks so much, man, for joining me back here in the chat. So, he's asking me, what do I think about the Ravens? I think we need them, to see them to play a real team. Yeah, I'm not sold about the Ravens right now. I think it's just week 1 in the NFL, and I think that John Harbaugh, the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens, I think that he's just always been great in week 1 games. Last season, they beat the Bills 47-3. The year before that, they shut out the Bengals. I believe it was 20-0. They shut out Cincinnati. So I just think that the Ravens have been, like, spectacular in week 1. They've always been prepared for week 1. We're just going to have to see them throughout the entire season. That's what happened last season in week 1. Their offense consisted of John Brown, Michael Crabtree, and they went off against the Buffalo Bills, and everybody was so high against the Baltimore Ravens. But the Buffalo Bills started off the season terribly last year. They lost that first week 1 game 47-3 against Baltimore. And then they lost in week 2 31-20, I believe, against the LA Chargers. But they were down at halftime, losing that game 28-0. And that's where the 2-time Pro Bowler, Vontae Davis, for the Buffalo Bills retired at halftime. But not sold on the Ravens just yet. I think they were just playing a really weak Miami Dolphins team. As far as Miami's going, I think that team is just historically bad. You're looking at the Bills from last season, but even worse there, giving up 59 points. It looked like basically a college football team you're playing against, like a power conference team, like an Alabama, playing against something like a Louisiana Tech, like a non-power team, or an FCS school like a Murray State, like Georgia against Murray State yesterday, or something, like a power conference team playing up against an FCS school or something. But it's just not looking good for the Dolphins for the NFL. It looks historically low. Like, the separation between teams this season, it looks pretty big right now in week 1. The biggest surprise, though, has to be the Cleveland Browns, losing by 30 against Tennessee. Remember last season, though, the Jets beat the Lions 48-27 on Monday Night Football, and then the rest of the way the Jets finished with a 4-12 record. But looking at the NFL today, there's some of these speculations. Should we think about them already, or should we just have them bypass and see how next week goes? That's the big thing here. How about the Seahawks winning by 1 at home against the Bengals, surviving a scare? I thought that game was going to be a blowout. Is John Ross legit for Cincinnati? That's going to be the question here as we go throughout the season. 7 receptions for 158 yards by the third-year player, John Ross. The last 2 seasons have been a disaster. John Ross was picked, I believe, a top 10 NFL draft pick in 2017. He was picked inside the top 10. Can he finally rediscover himself and lead the Cincinnati Bengals team to possibly have like a 500 record or even better? I have them going 5-11 right now. But that was a shock. They lost by only 1 at Seattle. The other shock that they have was the Chargers holding on in overtime against the Colts. They were up 24-10, I believe. And then the Colts just stormed with a comeback. And it was tied up at 24, but the Chargers won that game 30-24. I thought that the Chargers would beat the Colts by quite a bit, but Jacoby Brissett hung in there. He threw the ball actually pretty well. He had a pretty good game going up against the Chargers defense for Jacoby Brissett. 21 for 27 passing, 190 yards passing, and 2 touchdown passes for Jacoby Brissett. His first start since 2017 when he filled in for Andrew Luck when he was injured throughout the entire year that season. But yeah, for sure, the Cincinnati Bengals put up a fight. I'm really surprised there. Andy Dalton, man, was on fire. I was going to say, if you guys do fantasy football, I was going to say for sure Andy Dalton would be like a very back quarterback, like 28th, 29th, I rate him for this week. But he's going to be top 5, I'm sure, for quarterbacks for this week. 418 passing yards, 2 touchdown passes, and completed 35 passes today. And yeah, to come back to Kyler Murray, they were down by 18 points in the second quarter. Kyler Murray stormed back with the Lions. He had a quarterback rating of 25, I believe it was like 25.2. at one time in the game. He had a quarterback rating. And then he stormed back. He finished with a quarterback rating of 75.2. 2 touchdowns for Kyler Murray. But he started the game, I believe his stat, his first 25 passes, I believe he was 9 for 25 passing the ball. But what a turnaround. He attempted over 50 passes today, but he had quite the turnaround in that game, and that game ended in a tie 27 even against the Lions and the Cardinals. The game that I called on Sportscaster earlier today, the second half of the Cowboys versus Giants, Dak Prescott looks legit, but I'm not sold on Dak just yet. It's because of the Giants defense. It's yikes, man. Giants defense had blown coverages all over the map in that game. They lost 35-17. The Cowboys won that game against the Giants. There were just blown coverages all over the map. Dak Prescott threw the ball for 405 yards, 4 touchdown passes. Now, this game is just total shock. Tennessee winning against the Browns 43-13. That comes as a huge shock with me. Of course, Nick Foles, he went down with a shoulder injury today. Rip to the Jaguars season, most likely. That's what we talked about earlier. 5 minutes past the hour at 1 o'clock, and we were already saying rip to the Jaguars season when Sammy Watkins hauled in a 68-yard touchdown reception for a 7-0 go-ahead early lead for the Chiefs, but it doesn't look promising here for the Jaguars. It looks like Nick Foles will be out for the season, most likely, with a broken clavicle. The backup quarterback is a rookie, Gardner Minshew from Washington State, a 6th-round draft pick, and actually, for this game coming in, he actually didn't do quite bad. 22 for 25 passing, only 3 incompletions. 275 yards in the air, 2 touchdown passes and an interception. I just want to see here what the Jaguars' schedule will look like in the upcoming future. If they play some tough defenses there. Oh, gosh. Yeah, they play some tough defenses. Yeah, I don't want that schedule. If you're the Jaguars, they're losing out. That's bad. They're at Houston. They are at the Texans next week. And then they play a quick turnaround Thursday Night Football at home against Tennessee, who blew out the Browns today in Week 3. Week 4, they play against the Denver Broncos, a very tough defense, and it's at Mile High. And then the next week, they play at Carolina. When you get to Columbus Day here, this Jacksonville Jaguars team could possibly be 0-6 at that point because they don't have a reliable backup quarterback. He did play against the Kansas City Chiefs, one of the easier defenses in the NFL, but you got some tough opponents coming up there on the schedule. It's going to be tough to pass against them, especially for a 6th-round draft pick that's a rookie. But right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers will return the kick to start out this third quarter. We're getting ready for action. It's been all Patriots in that first half right now. 20-0 Pats as we head into the second half. Tom Brady spreading the ball around to 6 different receivers. James White having himself quite the production in this game for sure. 3 rushing attempts for James White, 24 yards, averaging 8 yards per carry. And then out of the backfield, 5 receptions for 56 yards. The Patriots kick this one off. Ryan Switzer going to take a knee in the end zone. As right now, we are on 2 different streams. Sportscaster here on the computer towards the left, and also on YouTube on Final Yard Football. Randy Moss 2.0. I'm wearing his jersey right now. The 81 from 2009. Antonio Brown, Randy Moss 2.0. Yeah, I think so. If anybody can do it, I think Bill Belichick can do it. He's done it before with Corey Dillon, Randy Moss, Dontrell Revis. Antonio Brown needs the Patriots, and they're just going to be stacked. If he can find himself in the organization, I think they're going to be so tough to beat. How do you stop that if you're a defensive coordinator? We're back to action here. Roethlisberger pass over the middle to Connor. Check down pass. Gain of 5 in the play as he got lit up right there by John Simon for the Patriots. Absolutely lit up James Conner in that play. Brings up a 2nd and 5 here with the ball at the 30 for Pittsburgh. So John Simon, the outside linebacker, just lighting up James Conner when he caught that ball in the middle of the field. 14.5 left to go in the third quarter. Ben Roethlisberger, shotgun formation right now. He's got the tight end towards the right of him. That's Vance McDonald lined up towards the right. He's going to move in motion now, so they go empty. 5 wide set right now by the Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger takes the snap, drops back to pass. Passes towards the middle. That is complete and a first down with the ball at the 36-yard line as that pass is hauled in right there by the Steelers. It's Ryan Switzer making the grab on the play. So now we're approaching that 14-minute mark left to go in the third quarter. Some urgency is needed for sure with the Pittsburgh Steelers. If they want to make this a game, you have to take some shots down the field. 20-zip is the score. Roethlisberger with the ball. They just put together their first down of the second half. Big Ben in the shotgun, 5 wide. They're going empty once again. 3 wide towards the right, 2 wide up towards the left. Roethlisberger takes the snap, passes, and it was almost intercepted by John Simon. That was close. John Simon was right there. Bring up a 2nd and 10 coming up for Pittsburgh. You got 3 wide right now, and John Simon perfectly read that ball on that pass right there. That was so close. That was intended for. That was a really quick pass to Juju at the right side. John Simon almost got a pick 6 out of it. 20 to zip now. 13:32 left to go on the clock here in the third quarter. Roethlisberger takes the snap, looking to pass it. Flushed out left, passes left side, and that is way over the head of Juju Smith-Schuster. Brings up a 3rd and long. 3rd down and 10 coming up here for the Steelers with 13:27 left to go in the third quarter right now. Jamie Collins coming off the field for this snap. Getting some fluids there for Jamie. Jamie Collins there with a pressure, flushing Ben Roethlisberger right out of the pocket, and he threw that ball way over the head of Juju Smith-Schuster. All right, here we go. 3rd and 10. Everybody on their feet right now at Gillette. 13:27 left to go in the third in the shutout game so far by the Pats D. Ball at the 34-yard line. Ben taking a shot, deep shot down the right sideline, and it is hauled in. Wow. And he stepped out of bounds. Why didn't you run in? Keep on going down the sideline to get to the end zone. James Washington hauls in the deepest play so far, the longest play in this game by the Pittsburgh Steelers. It is a huge pass right there by Ben Roethlisberger to Deontay Johnson, the rookie, or James Washington, the 2nd-year player, hauled it in for the Steelers. That was a 45-yard pass. I don't know why he just didn't keep running down the sideline. He would have got the touchdown grab. He beat the secondary right there by 2-3 steps. So 1st and 10, they're in the red zone finally. Steelers with the ball at the 18-yard line, the Patriots territory. Going play action here with Roethlisberger. Ben passing over the middle of the field, and it is hauled incomplete. The coverage was there. Jason McCourty made sure that it was incomplete in the end zone. Dropped pass by the Steelers. They had a chance right there on that play. Juju was also open on that play. Ben took a shot towards the end zone, and it was incomplete. So Dante Moncrief has struggled throughout the entirety of this game right now. He dropped that pass just moments ago. Ball at the New England 18. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Steelers. Connor, the back towards the right side of Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger takes a snap. Look at the pass. Going to step up into the pocket. Flushed out towards his right. Going to run for it right now. And he dives at the 10-yard line. Not enough for the first down as he meets Hightower, who gets the tackle. 3rd and short coming up for the Steelers. Moncrief has had a really bad showing in this game. 1 reception for 3 yards. He's received 5 targets for the Steelers today. He is the number 2 wide receiver on the depth chart going into this game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's had a terrible game receiving so far. Nothing there for Ben downfield. He had a scamper for it, and now it's a 3rd and 3. Ball at the 11-yard line in New England territory here. Inside the red zone for Roethlisberger on the shotgun. Gets the snap. Fakes the pass. Passes. Left side fade to the end zone, and it is incomplete. On the play, Jonathan Jones in the coverage. We do have a flag down, though. Jonathan Jones in the coverage for the Patriots. We'll check the flag here with 11:58 left to go in the third. Holding by Gilmore on the defense. So Stephon Gilmore with a defensive holding call, and it'll be an automatic first down. Moving the ball closer here to the end zone for the Steelers. So Stephon Gilmore got called on that play right now, and that was a fade route towards the corner of the end zone. Jonathan Jones with a nice bat down, but Gilmore got called for the hold. All right, here we are. Ball at the 6-yard line. Steelers with the ball at the New England 6. First and goal now. The first ever goal time for the Pittsburgh Steelers in this game, and it happens 11:58 left to go in the third. Roethlisberger takes the snap, looking to pass, and nobody there. Lots of time with the ball. Looking to pass it some more. Rushing now, right side, flushed out. Oh! Fumble! Ball is stripped! Who's on it? There's a sea of jerseys on it. Looks like the Steelers got on it. Wow! Yeah, they fell on it. Pittsburgh fell on that ball. Ramon Foster, the guard for the Pittsburgh Steelers, fell on it for Pittsburgh. That was huge. Ben Roethlisberger was stripped of that ball out of his hands. He took way too long right there with the ball. Kept on holding it, kept on holding it, kept on holding it. Holding it. 5 seconds more and knocked out of the hands right there. That's what I like by the Patriots. Coming in, Dietrich Wise Jr. knocked it out in the back of the hands, but it's an offensive recovery by the Steelers. Ball at the 5-yard line here for Pittsburgh. Second and goal. Roethlisberger from the shotgun once again. Juju at the right side. 2 wide receivers up towards the left. Handoff, HB draw to Connor. Connor tries to get to the edge right side, and it's not enough. He meets Gilmore at the 1. Jamie Collins wraps him up too with a tackle at his legs to prevent him from getting into the end zone. It'll be a third and goal at the 1-yard line here for the Steelers. This will be the story of the game. If the Patriots defense can hold this now. 10:45 left to go in the third quarter. 20-0 now. The Steelers are this close to scoring. We're going to see what happens. Third and goal at the 1 for Pittsburgh right now. Juju lining up towards the right. Gilmore is covering him. We get a timeout called on the play as the play clock was already down to 0. Pittsburgh will have to burn a timeout. This crowd, this Patriots crowd at Gillette is not helping out the Steelers at all in this game. They are feeling it at this point. It's been shaky for the Pittsburgh offense. Dante Moncrief hasn't done much. 1 reception for 3 yards in this game, and that is it so far by Dante Moncrief, the number 2 wide receiver in action here. He's received 5 targets. He can only haul in 1 of those passes. Ben Roethlisberger's only had 122 passing yards. Tom Brady almost 200, 194 right now as we get ready to go back to the third and goal. That was a quick timeout, by the way. 30-second timeout by Pittsburgh. Patriots are loving it here. They've trying to go for the goal line stand. They're stacking the box. Roethlisberger in the shotgun. Will we see a running back draw by Connor? Possibly. Ben Roethlisberger, shotgun formation. We got a third and goal from the run. Roethlisberger takes the snap, back to pass, left side fade to the end zone, incomplete, a little bit wide of the intended wide receiver, Dante Moncrief. Moncrief, what I said before, not a strong showing, and it continues. 1 reception for 3 yards on 6 targets in this game, and it's a 4th and goal coming up for Pittsburgh at the Patriots 1-yard line. Jason McCourty in the coverage right there. It was in between Moncrief and Switzer, actually, and nobody came back towards the football. McCourty and Chung both in coverage. McCourty covering Moncrief, and Switzer was covered by Chung. So Chris Boswell coming on to attempt a 19-yard chip shot. This kick's up. This kick's good. 20-3 right now. So Pittsburgh finally has some points on the board, but still down by 17. You got to be really disappointed. Mike Tomlin for sure. The ball at the 1-yard line. You have so many chances for Pittsburgh with your first and goal, second and goal, third and goal opportunity, and you come away with a field goal with the ball at the 1-yard line if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers. You got to be kidding me right now, Pittsburgh. So 20-3 right now. Great stand by the Patriots, by the way, to prevent the touchdown. The big key play was the Jamie Collins tackle. He wrapped around James Conner in the HB draw that he tried to get towards the right side, tried to get the edge. He was down at the 1-yard line. Stephon Gilmore came in as well on the tackle at the 1. And then they went for the left side fade to the end zone. Nothing there. It was incomplete, intended for Moncrief. And now the score is 20-3 Patriots. So Patriots will get the ball back here as we get back to action on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster momentarily, and Final Yard Football on YouTube. So, wow, nothing to show for except for a field goal. It's better than 0 points, though, I have to say that. Hey, what's good, John Smith? Thanks so much, man, for joining me back here on the channel on YouTube. So Patriots up by 17 right now, 20-3. They were having a shutout until the field goal just a moment ago by Chris Boswell. Tom Brady has thrown for 194 yards in this game right now. Hey, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, right now, John, we are on commercial break. So we'll get back to action here. The Patriots will receive the kick when we get back to action. So let's see what time we have on the clock here. So we'll have 10 minutes and 17 seconds left to go in the third quarter when the Patriots receive the kick. Chris Boswell made a 19-yard chip shot. James White, the leading receiver and the leading ball carrier in this game. He was a big factor in the first half. Hey, what's good, Ryan? Thanks so much for joining me. Patriots at a 20-0 lead at one point in this game. And then Pittsburgh just kicked the field goal. So 20-3 now is the score with the Patriots up. And they'll receive this kick. They'll be back to receive this kick. Yeah, feel free to watch the game, guys, if you like, and then turn this on if you want to hear the call as well. So Patriots to return this kick from their own 5-yard line. James Bolden past the 10, past the 20, takes it towards the middle of the field, past the 20 to the 25, cuts now, left. And he gets tackled around the 26, forward progress at the 26. So special team player right there, James Bolden, with a 21-yard kick return to the 26-yard line. Oh, yeah, for sure. Did you see that trick play, guys, earlier on? That was fantastic. In the early part of the first quarter, Tom Brady threw the right wide receiver screen over to Julian Edelman, threw it back towards the left to James White, and then he took it down the left sideline for like a 31-yard gain. That was awesome. All right, here we are back to action. Tom Brady in a 1st and 10 with the ball at the 25-yard line for the Patriots. Brady, play action fake, going to the air, pass over the middle, complete first down to the 42-yard line. It goes into the hands of Julian Edelman, coming from the slot and going across the middle of the field and picks up the first down. That's what I like to see right there. Julian Edelman, his reliability has been awesome. Tom Brady spreading out the ball, does it better than anybody in the game. 4 receptions for 66 yards by Edelman so far. Tom with a 1st and 10 with the ball at the 42-yard line now. A Patriots territory. Handed off right side of Sony Michel, and he gets stopped for a loss of about 2 in the backfield. This defensive front, though, has been a problem. T.J. Watt, that's basically one of the players that I've been worried about going into the pregame here for the Steelers. Got the tackle just moments ago. Oh, yeah, Julian Edelman owning that slot house right in the middle of the field today. He's been wide open on a couple separate occasions right in the middle of the field. Some of these teams in the secondary, they just lapsed on the coverages today. I've covered a couple of games today. I've seen some mental lapses there with a couple of the defenses for certain teams. Brady in the shotgun gets the snap with 8:45 left to go in the third. Passes right side complete once again. Gain of about 3. On the play as he finds the tight end. That is Ryan Izzo. I believe that's his first reception of the game. Oh, the defense has been awesome so far for the Patriots. So, yeah, defensively here for the Patriots, it's just like the Super Bowl right now. Textbook defense. 3rd and 10 coming up. 59-10 today, classic, with Ravens over Dolphins. Brady, shotgun formation. James White towards the left. Brady takes the snap, drops back to pass in his 3rd and 10. Fires a bullet down the field. Open receiver. Dorsett. Touchdown. 10-5. Touchdown. Dorsett was wide open, getting behind the secondary. You got to be kidding me, Steelers defense. Where in the world was that communication? Philip Dorsett's 2nd touchdown grab of the game. Four plays, 75 yards, 2 minutes and 12 seconds off the clock, and it results in a touchdown grab by Philip Dorsett. Let's see here on the replay the coverage. He just blows past the safety. Who was that? Number 29, Cameron Kelly, in his first season in the NFL from San Diego State. Just forgot to cover Philip Dorsett. This is insane. 26-3. Add on the extra point is 27. Oh, yeah, for sure, Ryan. And Antonio Brown's in the mix. If anybody knows how to transform a player, even with the ego of Antonio Brown, it is Bill Belichick. We've seen it in the past with Randy Moss. We've seen it in the past with Corey Dillon, Darrelle Revis. Bill Belichick knows how and what he can get out of Antonio Brown. And this team, what I was talking about before, will be unstoppable with Antonio Brown. How in the world will defensive coordinators for other teams try to compete with us? With the Patriots. That is crazy. Like Julian Edelman, Josh Gordon now back in the NFL being reinstated, and Antonio Brown once he learns the playbook, possibly could play in week 2 against Miami. Jacoby Myers, Philip Dorsett with his strong showing tonight, 2 touchdown receptions, man. Tom Brady loves Philip Dorsett too. Everybody in the Patriots squad does. They reward this dude. He's such a hard worker. First one into practice, last one out, 4 receptions, 95 yards. Who would have ever thought that Philip Dorsett would be the leading receiver now with 8:05 left to go in the third quarter? They've just forgot to cover him. He's been wide open down the middle of the field on that last play, just completely uncovered for the touchdown catch, and Tom Brady threw it. Saw an absolute bomb to Philip Dorsett. That was a 58-yard touchdown grab, by the way. So, right now, guys, we are on 2 streams, actually. We are on Final Yard Football on YouTube. We're also on Sportscaster on the Sports Dish. If you guys haven't seen Sportscaster yet, feel free to check it out. I just put the link down below in the description here on the chat. Right now, we are on Sportscaster. We're actually ranked number 8 right now on Sportscaster, competing for cash prizes at the end of the month on that channel. So, feel free to check me out. I'm on this computer right in front of me. YouTube straight ahead, Sportscaster towards the left. Hey, what is good, Lumos? You are the man. Thanks so much for joining me back here on YouTube. How about that bomb moments ago? Tom Brady, 58-yard touchdown pass to Philip Dorsett. Just uncovered, got right behind the Steelers secondary. Yeah, wide open for sure. That was awesome. Just completely wide open. Incredibly wide open he got. Like, the Steelers secondary today, it's just been a total mental lapse in that secondary, trying to cover. Alright, guys, we are getting ready to go back to action. By the way, in the Sports Dish here on Sportscaster, is we have Switzer towards the left side, and on the kickoff, he's out of bounds. So, he gets towards around the 30-yard line on that kickoff right there. Seeing the comparisons from what they look like 2001 to 2019, Scarnecchia, Josh McDaniels, what they just said, Josh McDaniels looks like he's 12. Yeah, I don't think they'll go 0-16, but they're probably going to be down there. I think there's going to be some really bad teams in the NFL this season, but it looks historically low for Miami. I think that they'll improve, though, hopefully, like the Buffalo Bills did last season. Because I remember Buffalo played Baltimore, and they lost 47-3 in Week 1 last season. Roethlisberger with the ball, check down pass towards the middle of the field, past the 30 to the 35 to Connor. He'll be down a little bit short. Should bring up a 2nd and 3 coming up for the Steelers. The biggest surprise today has to be the Cleveland Browns, losing 43-13 against Tennessee. At home, too, for Cleveland. All the hype, Baker Mayfield, OBJ, and you lose by 30 against Tennessee, a team that wasn't supposed to have an offense like that. Derrick Henry had a fantastic game. Delaney Walker, too. That pass by Ben Roethlisberger gets taken by Samuel Arn. That's James Conner. He takes it past around midfield or so. So that is a first down indeed right there. That is a One of the longer plays today right there down the right side of the sideline as James Conner was able to shake off a tackler and get down the right sideline. 1st and 10 coming up with 7 seconds left to go in the third quarter. They are past midfield right now for the Steelers in Patriots territory. We are under 7 minutes left to go. And the ball at the 42-yard line right now at Patriots territory. Roethlisberger operating out of the shotgun. Connor, the back towards his right. Roethlisberger takes a snap. Plenty of time passes. Crossing route to Juju. He is wide open. Takes a pass to the left sideline. Pass the 30 to the 20 to the 15. He gets tackled right there by Juju. Wait, though. We do have a flag, and the Patriots are saying that is holding on the Steelers. Patriots secondary and linebacking core said that's on the Steelers, and it is. So, pass interference by Deontay Johnson, the rookie, the 3rd round from Toledo, with a pass interference called by the Steelers. I'll back them up once again with 6:33 left remaining in the third quarter and take the big chunk play by Juju, and they'll take that away. Yeah, the Dolphins probably tanking for Tua Tagovailoa from Alabama. Probably the Heisman winner, most likely, or somebody like Kelly, or it's that Taylor Lawrence from Clemson. Yep, stairway to 7 for sure for the Patriots. It looks like that's highly likely now. Sportsbooks favorites in the betting lines. Roethlisberger takes a snap, pass over the middle, and it is complete. Wow. They completed it. That ball was tipped up in the air, and it was hauled in by Deontay Johnson, but wait, another flag in the play. And Brent needs Edelman to help him out in fantasy football with him and Tom. Maybe we'll see some more Edelman catches. As far as Tom is concerned, if the Patriots defense keeps on holding the Steelers, probably Tom won't have as many throws later in this game. So offsides by Shalik Calhoun, the Patriots defender in the play. So Shalik Calhoun with the offsides right there, the outside linebacker for the Patriots. Under 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter right now. Shotgun formation for the Steelers. Going empty, they're going 5 wide. 3 wide towards the right, 2 wide towards the left. Roethlisberger passing deep down the right sideline right there. He's going to overthrow him by a mile. Intended for Deontay Johnson, the wide receiver, the rookie from Toledo, on the play. And I'll bring up a 2nd and 15. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this to be a blowout like this game. 27-3 right now. Some of these games got really out of hand in week 1. A couple of the games were close, but most of the games were just out of hand. Another 5 wide set here for Ben Roethlisberger. 2nd and 15, 5:36 left to go in the third quarter. 3 wide towards the left, 2 wide towards the right. Roethlisberger takes the snap, drops back, feels the pressure, passes left side, and that is incomplete. At the left side, he had an open wide receiver and missed his mark on him. James Washington was the intended wide receiver, but it was incomplete. Chase Winovich into the game, feeling some pressure there for the Patriots. Let's see Chase Winovich on this play. From the right defensive side, yup, he was the one who pressured Ben Roethlisberger to throw it a little bit early to Deontay Washington on that James Washington on that last play. So Chase Winovich feeling the pressure. 3 wide, 1 tight end here for the Steelers with their personnel. 3rd and 15 coming up with 5:32 left to go in the third. We have a running back towards the right of Ben Roethlisberger. That's James Conner. Roethlisberger takes the snap, passes right side. It is incomplete, short at the feet of the wide receiver Johnny Holton, and it will result in a punt here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 for 9 tonight on 3rd down. That is not getting the job done tonight for Pittsburgh. They thought that they could struggle in this game, maybe a little bit, but like this, I thought it'd be close, like a touchdown game. It's 27-3. Jordan Berry will punt this ball away. The Patriots coming. Ooh, they pressure Berry, but he does get it off. Olszewski for the fair catch. He calls for it. He gets it at the 10-yard line. So right now, the Patriots will take over at their own 10-yard line on Final Yard Football on YouTube and the Sports Dish here on Sportscaster. 2 streams. And quite the night for sure. Looking at the total yards, Patriots have been gashing the Steelers so far in the total yardage category. 350 yards total by New England tonight. The Steelers with 184 yards total in this game. And the passing has been the problem. Ben Roethlisberger, small check down passes, only averaging 5.8 yards downfield right now. Tom Brady is averaging almost half of that, basically double that than what Ben Roethlisberger has. 9.7 yards downfield by Tom Brady, 19 for 28 passing, 272 yards in the air, and 3 TD passes to an open Dorsett on the last pass. Possibly I'm doing the games tomorrow, Ryan. I'd have to see because I get home from work around that time. Most likely the Saints versus Texans game, but I'd schedule that video in before I go streaming if I was to do so, just to make sure notifications is on, and I should hopefully have that stream for you guys tomorrow with Texans versus Houston. I'd have to see how everything works out because I'm streaming from 2 computers since I'm doing my Sportscaster stream here too. And I have ESPN open on one of my streams as well. John Smith asking me quite the random question here. What's the biggest girl you would go out with, weight or height? Not sure, man. I don't know. I have a girlfriend, by the way. Classic question, though. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do Oakland versus Denver. That's for sure. Oakland looking like they could possibly go 2-14 also. There's some really bad teams in the NFL, I feel like, this season. Like, some terrible teams. I'm surprised, though, with the Redskins. They actually made it a competitive game against Philadelphia. They had the lead. They were up 17-0 against Philly, and then they blew it in the second half. That's the big shocker. I thought that the Washington Redskins offense wouldn't keep up with Philly. Philly came back and won, though, but hopefully I'll be able to do Houston versus New Orleans tomorrow when I get home from work. Yeah, Case Keenum now over the quarterback of the Redskins, rivaling up the Eagles. Eagles didn't think he's legit, probably, and Case Keenum had a strong showing today. Tom Brady gets out the pass to Edelman. Edelman receives it for around a gain of 5 or so on the play. That was a quick pass right there. Tom Brady had to get out as he felt the pressure. He was almost stripped from behind, but he got it out in time. 5 minutes left to go in this third quarter right now. They've been feeling the pressure with, like, T.J. Watt coming in from the edge. That's, yep, the last play. T.J. Watt came in straight through the edge on the last play. Yeah, rip to the Jaguars. Unfortunate that Nick Foles is probably done for the year. Broken clavicle in his shoulder. And then their backup quarterback is a rookie, Gardner Minshew from Washington State. Brady takes the snap. Deep pass once again down the middle of the field. And it is complete to Josh Gordon. He took a big whack on the play, but he is okay. And it is a big hookup right there from Brady to Josh Gordon. That was a 43-yard catch right there at the middle of the field of flash. Incredible play. Hey, what is good? Spotlight Sports Talk, my man. Thanks so much for joining on the channel here in the Sports Dish on Sportscaster. I'm on 2 streams right now. Also on YouTube, Final Yard Football on YouTube right now, and the Sports Dish here on Sportscaster. Yeah, feel free to check out Spotlight Sports Talk. He does some awesome jobs here on Sportscaster and YouTube. I've seen you on YouTube quite a bit. He does some awesome jobs. Play-by-play, basketball, football. You do an amazing job, my man. Keep it up. There was a run right there by the Patriots. Quick run for a pickup of 5. 2nd and 5 right now for New England. Already in Pittsburgh territory. Ball at the 38-yard line. Brady, I formation. HB toss over to Burkhead. Burkhead setting the edge. Right side past the 30 to the 26-yard line with a first down carry by the Burkhead. Ha! 3:20 left to go in the third quarter. Everything striking on all cylinders tonight for the Patriots offense and the defense showing it in this game as well. Tom Brady over 300 yards passing. 313 in the air, 22 for 31 passing, 3 TDs. One of them he found Philip Dorsett just completely behind the defense for a touchdown grab. All right, guys, 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. The Patriots trying to put 34 on the board. Brady, I formation. Devlin going weak side, hands it off to Burkhead. Burkhead breaks the tackle past the 25 to the 20 to the 15, and he gets tackled at the 14-yard line. Passes the first down marker by Rex. What a move right there. I thought that Rex Burkhead would be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. But Burkhead shaking off that tackler and getting the first down. Just incredible right there. Rex Burkhead with that shifty move. 424 yards of total offense right now. 27-3 to score. Patriots with 2:15 left to go in the third. Brady at the line, audibling here with a 1st and 10 inside the red zone at the 15. Handoff to Burkhead. Once again, juke move to the 12 as he gets a gain of 3 on the play. We'll go 2 minutes here into the third quarter remaining before we start the fourth. So let's see here on the YouTube chat. The Colts would have won if he would have made a field goal. Oh, Vinny. Yep. Oh, Adam Vinatieri. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. I didn't see that game. Colts versus the Chargers, actually. But the Colts were down, I think, by 2 touchdowns. They came back and put it into overtime. 1:35 left to go in the third quarter. Handoff up the middle. Burkhead makes a cut to the 10, and he gets tackled at the 10-yard line. Third down coming up for the Patriots. Inside the red zone at the Pittsburgh 10. So, talking about kickers today, Corey Vedvik of the Jets, I actually called the Jets Bills today, missed a field goal wide right. He also missed an extra point wide left. Most likely, Corey Vedvik, the kicker for the Jets today, will be released tomorrow. That's what I'm probably suspecting there, most likely. Ball at the 10-yard line right now for the Patriots. Under a minute left to go here for Tom Brady. 3rd and 5. They have to get to the 5 for a first down. Brady, ace formation, jet sweep here. They fake it to Josh Gordon. Brady, play of time. Looking for somebody. Brady tried to run out of it. He gets tackled, though. And he goes down at the 17-yard line. Brady gets up. Brady is okay. So field goal unit will come on here for the Patriots. So Stephen Gostkowski back on to try to go for another field goal here for New England. So, yeah, TJ Watt has been a force. That's the player that I'm worried about in this game. So, Stephen Gostkowski coming on straight away, right up the middle for a 35-yard attempt. And this kick is up. This kick is good, right through the uprights. We have a 30-point on the board right now. 30 spot for the Patriots. 30-3 the score with 13 seconds left to go in the third quarter before we start the fourth, as this is Final Yard Football on YouTube and the Sports Dish here on Sportscaster. So let's see what we got going on so far here. Stephen Gostkowski's perfect. Perfect 3 for 3 in this game. Somebody who gave us, bunch of heartaches last season trying to kick the ball when he misses field goals. Today, though, he is a perfect 3 for 3 in this game. So 30-3 right now. Anthony's saying the final score is going to be 42-3. Ryan's saying 40-6. Okay. Interesting, yeah. I'll say, yeah, I'll say 40-3. I think they have enough in the tank to get another scoring drive in. So I'd say 40-3 Patriots at the end of this game. What a clinic, defensively and offensively, the Patriots have put on tonight. It's been incredible what they've done. And they don't even have Antonio Brown. Never mind what they'll accomplish when Antonio Brown actually knows the playbook. Bill Belichick has taken in this kind of talent before. You got a top 5 wide receiver in AB in the NFL right now. Going over, he led the NFL with 15 touchdown receptions. And now he goes to the Patriots. And Bill Belichick for sure is able to help this dude out. I bet for sure. But yeah, they're going to be unstoppable. Like, how in the world do you prepare for that? If you're a defensive coordinator, somebody like the Redskins, a team that struggles to put up points, but Washington actually had a pretty good game today with Case Keenum, 2 touchdown passes, as they did blow that lead against Philadelphia, but they still put up a good amount of points for what Washington's capable of. I thought that they'd score like 13, 10 points and call it a day or so, but That game was closer than I expected. Justin Tucker deserving his raise. Yeah, they put up 59 points on the board. For sure. I'm going to look at Justin Tucker's stats here if I pull him up. I didn't watch that game, by the way, today, Ravens against Dolphins, because we only got in New England, we got the Bills versus Jets stream earlier today. Let's see here what Tucker accomplished. Oh, 8 extra points. Oh, man. Justin Tucker got 8 extra points today. He only kicked 1 field goal, though. Along to 34. Lamar Jackson, though, had 5 touchdowns. That was insane. Alright, guys. We're getting ready to go back to action here as the Steelers will get this kickoff. They'll take a knee at the back of the end zone. Thanks so much, guys, for being a part of this channel. I almost have more viewers than Sir Cardinal here on YouTube. That's awesome. Thanks so much for the 1,000 views today about on Sportscaster. We started out earlier today with around like 1,200 views. We're almost at like 2,000, I believe, on Sportscaster, which is absolutely awesome. So thank you so much, guys, as this is my 3rd and final stream of the night here on Sportscaster. We got like 360 something views in another game that I did yesterday, the college, or no, 305 views on that college football game, which was a ridiculous one. LSU versus Texas, by the way. Thanks so much, guys, for the support here on the Sportscaster stream. So 13 seconds before this half ends, as we just reached the 2,000 milestone mark in a month here in Sportscaster. Roethlisberger going 5 wide right now. Looking to pass it left sideline. That is grab hauled in by Juju Smith-Schuster out of bounds, and that will take off time off the clock as we'll go to the 4th quarter. So, 4th quarter coming up here on Final Yard Football on YouTube and the Sports Cash on Sports Dish here on Sportscaster. When I have a chance, I'll do college games. Probably not like a whole lot because I'm usually away on Saturdays, so it'll be more of the NFL on Sundays. My goal is to do like 2 NFL games a day. Whatever game the Patriots are doing, and then like the Saturday or Sunday night NFL game. But, yeah, it depends on when I'm free on Saturday. Like, yesterday I had my girlfriend's birthday party, so I streamed the second half of LSU versus Texas over on my, Sportscaster stream. And I actually got a good amount of people over there. I actually did the second half, too, of Cowboys versus Giants, too, over there on that stream. It's easier to set up than YouTube, because YouTube I have to get, like, thumbnails and stuff like that. So probably, like, whatever game the Patriots are doing, and then, like, the Sunday night game or so, like, each week for the NFL. So mostly NFL, but when I'm free from time to time there and there, I'll do, like, a college game. If the matchups are really good, like an Alabama versus Auburn, or like an Alabama versus Georgia, if I'm ever free for those games, I'll stream them if I'm around. But, yeah, right now, we are on commercial break. We're heading into the final 15 minutes of football. And, of course, what Bill Belichick ever says, he always says that you have to play 60 minutes of football. And that is the main key here in this game. So, no game is ever done until double zeros are on the clock. And we still have 15 minutes left to go in action here. But you got to like the outcome of this game. Tom Brady, 22 for 31 passing, 325 yards in the air, and 3 touchdown passes. Yeah, I should be able to do the college football final if I'm free that day, all the way in January on a Monday night. I should hopefully be able to do that college football final for you guys. I'll be having my basketball stuff start off too. I think October is when the basketball stuff starts up once again. Lots of my content though is going on Sportscaster instead of YouTube right now. I'm gonna be doing a lot of play-by-play on YouTube, but with my Sportscaster, I've been doing a lot of content since I'm in the running here for like actual cash prizes over on that site at the end of the month. I compete for like monthly cash prizes over on that site, and people can tip me as well if they want, which is awesome. There's some really cool people on that site, which I'm streaming live here towards my left. Thanks so much everybody for being a part. YouTube as well. So Ben Roethlisberger with the ball, 2nd and 1, passing over in the middle, complete for a first down to the 42-yard line. It goes into the hands of Juju Smith-Schuster. I'll put that link in here, guys, if you guys want to check it out, by the way. I'll be doing some baseball play-by-play over there when the World Series comes, hopefully, too. So some baseball play-by-play. I like the versatility I like to do. Football, basketball, baseball. I'll be adding in. Not on YouTube, though, but on Sportscaster, because I usually just become interested in baseball just for the World Series. That pass over the middle of the field. He gained 7 on the play by Ryan Switzer, who picked it up. 14-10 left to go in the fourth quarter. We got a 2nd and 3 coming up for the Steelers. This ball is almost at midfield. Second and 3 right now. Ball at the 48-yard line of Pittsburgh territory. Roethlisberger going 5 wide out of the gun right now. 3 towards the left, 2 towards the right. Quick pass, right side, into the hands of Switzer. It will be enough for a first down. Gain of 5 on the play. So 1st and 10 here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah, it doesn't look like the Red Sox, unfortunately, will be in the World Series, or in the playoffs this season, unfortunately. They're still back in the wild card. The World Series hangover this season was real for the Red Sox. The World Series it was just man, for the Red Sox it was just bad. That pass right side incomplete into the hands of Deontay Johnson, and he dropped. His defender came from behind. I'm gonna see what the Red Sox are actually. How many games back? 16.5 games back from the Yankees, and like 8.5 back from the wild card from the Rays. Yeah. All right. 13-16 left to go in the fourth quarter. Ben Roethlisberger operating 5 wide out of the shotgun right now. Ball at the 46-yard line of Patriots territory. Quick pass over the middle, and that is incomplete. Dropped once again by Dante Moncrief. He's had a really bad game today. Moncrief has just had a terrible game today for the Steelers. This is what his numbers look like. When you're going to a new home, it's going to get tough to get acclimated. He's the number 2 wide receiver for Pittsburgh, and he's not pulled his weight in this game so far. Dante Moncrief, 1 reception for 3 yards. He's had 6 targets, by the way, and he just keeps on dropping pass after pass. So 13-13 left to go in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Steelers. Going 4 wide with a running back towards the right of Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger in the gun, and let's see here what happened. We get a timeout called. Juju just sprinted like right off the field immediately when that timeout was called. Had a timeout called though. So Patriots just took the timeout. First timeout, 2 timeouts remaining. Yeah, unfortunately, if you guys are a Marlins fan, oh gosh, that's terrible. I feel so bad for you guys. Marlins, Reds. Who else is the New York Mets is one of those teams that's had some problems. Next Sunday, Pats versus Dolphins at Miami. I don't even want to talk about the score predictions right now because it could be out of control in the first quarter. Like the first 5 minutes of the game, it might be out of control. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about that right now. I want to track Antonio Brown's progress as well, and I want to focus on the next week. Also, I do my football game picks. Every week, they usually come out Tuesday nights. I do that over on the Sportscaster channel where I do my score picks for the week. I do that over on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster. That's where I have all my streams there. Behind the Arc Basketball, Final Yard Football, composed into one platform there. And on YouTube, I'll promote the brand to you guys like I have Final Yard Football on a channel, Behind the Arc Basketball on another channel. 77-0, like a FBS powerhouse team versus an FCS school. Yep. How about Maryland, though? If you guys watch college football, Maryland crushed Syracuse yesterday. They put up 60-plus points on the board. They also beat Howard the week before 79-0. Oh, do I think Antonio Brown planned it? I am not totally sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. $30 million guaranteed to go to the Raiders, and he takes half of that to go to the Patriots now. The Steelers wouldn't trade Brown to go to the Patriots. The Steelers wouldn't trade him over to the Patriots because they're rivals. So, he was put up to Oakland, and just the I feel like it was more the dysfunction of the organization for Oakland. He was just teasing them, and just, oh man, there's just so much dysfunction there, I bet. Alright, so 13-13, 3rd and 10 coming up here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger, 4 wide, operating out of the shotgun. He has a running back towards his right now. Roethlisberger bobbles the snap, fumbles it. He does pick it up and throw it, and it's complete, but not enough for the first down. Into the hands of Moncrief, his second pass of the game, but Ben Roethlisberger lost the handle of that snap. And he just had to chuck it down the middle of the field to some type of wide receiver, and Moncrief got it, but it was a minimal gain on the play. Actually, that snap wasn't even close to Roethlisberger. It was the center's fault. It was a low snap. It hit the ground. 4th and 9, the Steelers are going to have to go for it. 12:35 left to go in the 4th quarter. Roethlisberger. Ball at the 45-yard line of Patriots territory right now. Big 4th down. He takes the snap. He drops back. Looking to pass it. Passes it down the middle of the field. Pass is deflected, incomplete, and a turnover on downs. But wait, there's a flag. This is a huge flag right now. 12:26 left to go in the 4th quarter. Let's check the flag right now, guys. Holding by the offense won't matter anyway, as penalty will be declined. 1st down for the Patriots as the Steelers turn the ball over on downs right there. The pass over the middle of the field by Ben Roethlisberger, incomplete. Batted down in coverage. And the Patriots will get this ball right back as we get back to action here on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster and Final Yard Football on YouTube. The Patriots will get the ball at their own 45-yard line, 55 yards to the end zone to start out their next drive. Oh, wow. Tigers first team to 100 losses. So now they're 42-100. Yikes. Not the season at all for the Detroit Tigers in baseball. Big yikes right there. 42-100. Oh, man. So, yeah, right now on commercial break, some of these teams look like they could go 2-16 this season. Honestly, the Raiders, but I haven't seen the Raiders yet. I'll see their highlights on Tuesday morning when I get up. The Miami Dolphins, unfortunately for Miami, this is an all-rebuilding year going after the #1 draft pick, it seems like. It looks like 2-14, 1-15, maybe even 0-16 if they can't progress throughout this entire season. Hey, thanks so much, Vegas Vix, for joining me in here. I appreciate it. And yeah, I should be back next Sunday. I'm coming home from Connecticut on Sunday morning, but I should be back in time for the 1 o'clock game for you guys. So I should be back in time, hopefully for the 1 o'clock game. I'll stream when I come home, because in case I'm late if I do get stuck in traffic, but I hope to be back home for 1 o'clock for the Pats versus Dolphins game. So 12:26 left to go in the 4th quarter. Tom Brady's thrown for 325 yards, 3 touchdown passes in action tonight. And it's just not been the game for Ben Roethlisberger. 19 for 34, 182 yards, only averaging 5.4 yards downfield with his passing. Quarterback rating a 71 right now. Tom Brady's QB rating is off the chains, 137.2 for the QB rating for Tom at this moment. So the Patriots back to action. They'll hand it off up the middle of Sony Michel. They'll basically pound the rock for the later portion of this game here with around 12 minutes left to go. They'll gain around 2, brings up a 2nd and 8. 1 pressure allowed by Isaiah Wynn, the starting left tackle, on 33 pass blocks. Call it a game for Isaiah Wynn tonight. Pretty good day for sure by him. 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Patriots, as they'll go with the end around to Edelman. Edelman around the left side, past the 50 to the 45 to the 43-yard line. He gets tackled for a first down. Going with the end around jet sweep right there by the Patriots, and Julian Edelman, the slot guy, takes it for a first down. I love these play calls. Keeping the Steelers defense just on their toes and just completely just destroying the secondary, and then going in with a couple jet sweeps here and there. I really enjoy these play calls right now. Tom Brady hands it off up to Michelle. Michelle gets back to the line of scrimmage, as they're at the 49-yard line of Pittsburgh right now. .45 left to go in the fourth quarter right now. 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. They're up by 27. Tom Brady on their center, going I formation. Edelman motioning over to his left. HB toss, left side here to Michelle. Michelle past the 45 to the 40. He gets tackled right there. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 5 for New England. So we got 10 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter right now. 3rd and 6 for Tom Brady. From the shotgun, going empty. White lines up to the right side as a wide receiver. Now Burkhead motions in as a running back towards the left, going 4 wide. Brady takes the snap, drops back to pass. Passes right side, complete first down to Edelman to the 30. And he takes the ball, gets tackled at the 26. Have yourself a game tonight, Julian Edelman. Coming off his terrific Super Bowl 11 reception game, and the MVP for Super Bowl 53, Julian Edelman right now has 6 receptions, the leading receiver, for 83 yards receiving. No touchdown catches, but 6 receptions on the game, seeing the most volume out of any Patriot so far in action tonight. So picks up the first down, ball at the 27-yard line. They hand it off to Burkhead. Burkhead, big burst of speed, gain of 7 on the play, takes it to the 20. We do have a flag down. So we'll check the flag here. We have 9:12 left to go in the fourth quarter. Holding by the offense by the Patriots. So Isaiah Wynn, the left tackle, who is doing so well in this game, the guilty party right there with a holding call. We do have an injured Steeler down on the ground. Oh, that's not a good sign for Pittsburgh. That is Joe Hayden, a Pro Bowl quarterback, and he gets taken off the field right now towards the sideline. 2 interceptions last season led the Steelers secondary. 10th season in the NFL now for Joe Hayden. He also led the team in passes defended, and now he goes off towards the sideline as he just was knocked down on the last play. So that's not good for Joe Hayden. That is unfortunate. 2-time Pro Bowler back in 2013 and 2014. Former member of the Cleveland Browns. And he walks towards the sideline. But this is what the total yards look like. Patriots are just gashing the Steelers tonight in total yards. 451 yards total by New England tonight. Doubling what the Steelers have. 214 yards total by the Steelers tonight. Only 10 first downs by Pittsburgh. 22 first downs by New England. It's been the Patriots in this game from the start. Just total domination. Trying to go for 100 rushing yards right now. Only 88 rushing yards at this point of the game, but Tom Brady can do it best. Passing the ball, finding the open receivers, and I knew before the game the Steelers secondary was suspect, and Tom Brady has just put the nail to the coffin in this game. 23 for 32 passing, 338 yards in the air, and 3 touchdown passes by Brady. TB12, the greatest of all time in action tonight. It's been a quite the difference in the game. I thought that the Steelers would actually make it like a competitive contest, like a touchdown win by the Patriots, but this, like 30-3 right now, like really, I'm really surprised that this has been the outcome of this game tonight. So, let's see here. How much time we got left in this game when we do get back to action? We'll have 9 minutes and 17 seconds. Joe Hayden went down on the field just moments ago with an injury, and then should be back to action here momentarily with this game. So, yeah, football's back. Week 1 is almost in the books. Just Monday Night Football tomorrow, and then you have it with Week 1. Saints, Texans tomorrow, Raiders versus Broncos, as we have a 1st and 20 now for the Patriots. As they are in the Steelers' territory, ball to 37. Brady, 5 wide. Takes the snap back to pass. Brady, plenty of time. Passes right side, complete to Burkhead, and he gains around 2 on the play, gets out of bounds. So Tom Brady has used his full slate of receivers tonight, spreading out the ball. That's what he does best, passing the ball to everybody, giving them their fair share of targets. 7 different receivers he's had in this game to pass the ball to for Tom. 2nd and 17 coming up for New England. 8:30 left to go here in the 4th quarter. And then we'll move on to Miami right after the conclusion here. I formation. Play action. Brady. Pass over the middle. Complete. And they're a yard shy of the first down. Edelman got hit right there on a blow to the helmet, but he is okay. Edelman thinks it's a first down. But there's a flag down with 8:21 left to go. Edelman is unstoppable tonight. You cannot cover him from the slot. What a clinic Bill Belichick and his team has put together. We're going to check the flag here. Pass interference by the defense. So the Pittsburgh Steelers commit the pass interference penalty by Bud Dupree, the outside linebacker. So Bud Dupree with a penalty. Yep, holding right on Edelman right there. Grabbed Edelman's jersey, tried to take a shot, and the Patriots have the first down here with the ball spotted at the 26-yard line. Okay, 25-yard line. 25-yard line as the refs reset that ball. 8:13 left to go in the 4th. And the clock runs now. I formation for the Patriots. HB toss over to Michelle. Michelle now, the ball carrier, past the 25. Takes it to the 22-yard line by Sony. Not a big game tonight by Sony Michel, by the way. Gonna look at his numbers here with a box score. Sony Michel tonight, 12 carries for only 15 yards. Hopefully you did not play him in fantasy. Oh gosh, we have an injured Patriot down though. On the offensive line. That's a spot that they don't want to get banged up. We have an injured Patriot down. This does not look good, and they just cut to commercial break. I wasn't able to see who it was either because they cut so fast to commercial break. Hopefully I'm going to be able to see that when we do get back. But, yeah, Patriots, it's just been a full clinic, offensively, defensively tonight by New England. They've done it all. Just a complete clinic all around the Patriots have done in this game. Let's look at it with Bill Belichick. And I'm sure that Bill will have something to pick at. He'll always say that there's the need for improvement in all phases of the game. For sure, that's a classic Bill Belichick quote. But let's see here what the Patriots really need to improve on. Maybe the running game with Sony Michel, number 1. That's one of the things. Sony Michel carrying the ball today. 13 carries for only 19 yards, averaging 1.5 yards per carry. So Sony in the 2nd season now needs to step up the game. But he is going against one of the best defensive fronts in all of football, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Patriots clean on turnovers today. They're leading the penalties, though. 5 penalties for 35 yards so far. The Steelers with 4 penalties at this stage of the game. But as far as the Patriots defense, that rush defense has allowed the Steelers to only 32 rushing yards so far in action tonight. That was a problem in the last game for when the Patriots played the Pittsburgh Steelers, was the rushing attack. As they tried to go with some running back misdirection, and the Patriots were fooled on that. And the Steelers won that game 17-10 back in Week 15 of 2018. Ryan here in the chat saying, I bet Patrick Chung already trying for AB to get him some weed. Classic. Yeah, Patrick Chung got arrested, like, on like, his summer home in Lake Winnipesaukee over in Laconia, New Hampshire. It's just interesting, though, that whole story there. It won't affect this season. He does have a trial date during the bye week. I believe that's like November 8th, I believe, is his trial date. He does have a trial date during the bye week. Shouldn't really affect anything, though. It'll be next season that you'll have to worry about Patrick Chung. Okay, we're going to see what happened here. Marcus Cannon just got his legs taken out. He was the injured Patriot down on the field. So Marcus Cannon, 9th-year player from TCU, just got his legs taken out underneath him. And I think he's went towards the sideline. Handoff here to Burkhead. Burkhead powers his way to the 15 up the middle. Should be enough for a first down. It's been a clinic here by the Patriots offense tonight. All around. Offensively, defensively. They've done it all tonight in all phases of the game. So Jermaine Elamendor will take over now in the place of Marcus Cannon as an offensive guard on this team. 3rd-year player, played in 2018 for the Baltimore Ravens. Tom Brady under center here. 7:20 left to go in the 4th quarter. Rex Burkhead in the backfield. Ball at the 15. Hands off. Up the middle to Burkhead. Makes a cut towards the right and down to the 11. He gains a gain of 4 in the play. Flag down, though. We'll check this flag here. Yeah, Lake Winnipesaukee is really nice, Ryan. I actually have a summer place not too far from the other side of Lake Winnipesaukee and kind of towards Wolfboro, that area. So that's a holding call by the Patriots. Shaq Mason on the play committed the holding call for the Patriots. Moves the Patriots back a little bit. Oh, yeah, for sure. Beautiful roads out there. 16. We don't live too far off of 16 with the summer place. Not some really nice places up there. Conway, North Conway, Bartlett, Ossipee, Wakefield. 7 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter right now. Patriots in full control with the ball at the 21-yard line of Pittsburgh territory. Tom Brady operating out of the shotgun 5 wide. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Brady passes, and that pass is incomplete. Threw it behind Julian Edelman. That was one of the first uncharacteristic passes of the game we've seen Tom just miss his mark on to Edelman on the play. So these guys want perfection. Tom and Edelman, and they didn't have it on that last play, but it's been basically nearly perfection tonight. I want Tom to have a game this season that he throws the ball minimum 20 passing attempts and he completes every single pass there was in the game. That would be incredible. 6:47 left to go in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 16 here for the Patriots in the I formation. 2 running backs set weak side here towards the left, and here comes the blitz. Tom just had to get away with it. That was smart. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd and 16. Just came right through the middle right there for the Steelers. That was like the first time in a while that we've seen the defensive pressure come for the Steelers. So now we got a 3rd and long coming up for the Patriots. 3rd and 16 coming up here for New England. They should just run this ball and just call it a game right now. There's 6:45 left to go in the 4th. Ace formation for the Patriots. Edelman going in motion, lining up as a wide receiver in the slot towards the left. Brady, play action. Watch out. Flings it over towards Edelman, and it's incomplete. The blitzers in these past few plays have come right into the game for the Steelers and disrupted the pass, forcing out the pressure to Tom Brady to make it quick. We haven't seen that all game. Tom Brady has had tons of time to throw the ball throughout the remainder of this game. Steven Gostkowski coming on to attempt another field goal, though, for the Patriots. He's a perfect 3 for 3 tonight. Made field goals from 25, 35, and 41. Here's a 39-yard attempt. from the middle of the field right now for Steven Gostkowski. As this kick is up, and this one it's good. Barely sneaks it in there. Towards the left upright, it was just barely in, making it 33-3 now, Patriots. So this was not the game I was expecting today. I predicted Pats would win 24-17. It'd be a one-touchdown game. It'd be close. Wasn't predicting this at all. I don't even know what to make of next week's game when they go down to Miami and play against Miami. I really don't even know where my prediction will stand on that, honestly. I don't know. I don't know if it's Baltimore just playing great in week 1 of the NFL season. I don't know if Miami's just historically low. It looks like Miami's at an all-time low. Hopefully they can become competitive and compete with other teams, though. That's what I hope throughout the remainder of the season. I don't want to see a team that should be playing college football teams and playing in the NFL as a team that will go 0-16. At least when the Browns went 0-16, they were at least competitive. Like, they played in some close games. They just couldn't finish off games. The Dolphins, I don't want to see teams blowing them out 59-10, 72-0. It's just not a good look for the NFL when you tank for a #1 quarterback in 2020. Anthony's prediction. Here goes that prediction, 33-6. So if the Steelers do march down the field and get a field goal, it will very well be 33-6 now. Roethlisberger out of the shotgun here for Pittsburgh with James Conner, the running back, towards his left. Roethlisberger takes a snap, low snap, hands it off to Conner, right side here in the HB draw, and he goes with a juke move, and he falls down to the ground at the 25. It's been a clinic, though, by the Patriots tonight. 24 first downs compared to Steelers 10. Patriots defense has held the Steelers here to 32 rushing yards total. The Patriots are now over 102 rushing yards in this game. The Steelers only 32 rushing yards total, and that's what the problem was in the last game with the running back misdirection in Week 15 last season. Marquise Pouncey for the Steelers is limping off the field. Number 53, 10th season here in the NFL from Florida. So he's limping off the field. He is on the sideline right now. That's a big hit towards the Steelers team. As they will put in a new center into the game. Roethlisberger, 5 wide. Out of the shotgun right now. 6 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. New center. Oh, he didn't snap the ball. What in the world was that? He said hike, and he didn't snap the ball. What just happened? That's going to be on a low light reel. Ah! False start offense. All the linemen but the center. How many times have you heard that in football? Oh my gosh. The backup center into the game for the injured Marquise Pouncey now for the Steelers. And he just didn't move. He had a football in his hands ready to hike it. And just didn't move. What was that? Oh, man. That's like a comparison to Sunday Night Football like 3 or 4 years ago. Pats versus Colts with that ridiculous formation. That wasn't even like anything. Roethlisberger pass, left side complete to Juju for a first down. Oh my gosh. Look that up, guys. Go to YouTube or something. Look that up, or Twitter or so. It's probably going to be trending. What in the world did they just witness? Hopefully somebody puts a highlight video of that up if you guys aren't watching the game right now. False start everyone but the center. Because he just stood there, not even hiking the ball. Like, what was that? What was that? 5:10 left to go in the fourth quarter now. Pittsburgh at the 44-yard line of their own territory. Roethlisberger 5 wide, back to pass. Too much time holding the ball, passes over the middle. That is complete, and he gets down in the field. That's Dante Moncrief hauling in another target for the Steelers, but pretty lackluster day there by the number 2 wideout for the Steelers, Dante Moncrief. This is the numbers for Moncrief. 3 receptions for 7 yards. He's been targeted 10 times in this game. It's been lackluster. He's not been able to acclimate the Steelers system yet. 4.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Ball at the 49-yard line. Roethlisberger takes a snap, back to pass, right corner towards the end zone, and incomplete. James Washington was the intended wide receiver. Roethlisberger overthrew him by 2 yards. It's incomplete. Marcus Cannon is questionable now. He went to the locker room with a shoulder injury for the Patriots. So Marcus Cannon, questionable. TJ Watt is out for the game for the Steelers. Wow. Hip injury, and he is out. And Marquise Pouncey got banged up and injured a couple of drives ago. So that's not what you want to see. Injuries in this game. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Steelers. Roethlisberger takes a snap, passes left side, and that is incomplete. Tight coverage. J.C. Jackson, second-year player, undrafted, batted away the ball, but wait, we do have a flag in the play. We'll check the flag here. It was intended for Juju. Pass interference by the defense, by the Patriots defense. They say number 41. By the Patriots defense, there's no... Oh, D'Angelo Ross is playing in this game. Okay. D'Angelo Ross for the Patriots just picked up the penalty. What? That doesn't make sense. He's on the season-ending injured reserve. That doesn't make sense. D'Angelo Ross is on the season-ending injured reserve, and they just said that he committed the penalty. That's wrong. Ben Roethlisberger takes a snap, pass deep to the field, and it's intercepted at the end zone by the Patriots. Devin McCourty going up to grab it. This game's been over for a while, and that puts the exclamation point on it for the Steelers' lackluster performance here on Banner Night at Gillette. Devin McCourty with an interception in the end zone to put the icing on the cake, with 4:17 left to go in the fourth quarter. Ben Roethlisberger, man, has been overthrowing wide receivers tonight. Overthrowing wide receivers constantly, Ben Roethlisberger in this game. Devin McCourty, look at him as a spy in the coverage, in the secondary right there. Just drifting all the way back, reading the perfect read to the ball, and basically a punt return it was for Devin McCourty as he fielded it in the end zone and dove down and intercepted it. So the Patriots now have the ball right back. 4:17 left to go in this game. Well, what a great start here for the Pats. Textbook from every single phase of the game. Brady under center, I formation right now. Still in there, hands it off to Michelle. Michelle gets to the 20-yard line of Patriots territory. Might want to see some Jarrett Stidham in this game. That would be cool if we do see some Jarrett Stidham. So look at that schedule next for the Patriots. They get their entire AFC East division next 3 weeks. Miami, the Dolphins, who lost 59-10 today against the Ravens. Then they play against the Jets, who lost. They were up 17 or 16-0 against the Bills. They blew the game and lost 17-16. Then they got Buffalo, where they come back, win 17-16. HB toss to Michelle. Sony Michelle loses 5 in the carry. This is the only problem that I see with the Patriots right now. Sony Michelle hasn't been able to find holes in this game. Gonna look at the numbers. 14 carries for 19 yards by Sony Michelle. That is disappointing. And James White on the other side has had only 3 carries for more yards, 24 yards. So that's the only thing that's disappointing me is Sony Michelle right now in this game. So 3rd and 15 coming up for the Patriots. They'll just hand it off. HB draw up the middle to James White, I believe. And he gains around 1 on the play. Brings up a 4th down. So this will take it close to the 2-minute warning. They'll have to punt right before the 2-minute warning with like 2:10 remaining. Brings up a 4th down here for the Patriots. Let's get this game done and over with now. This game comes down to execution. That's what the greatest invention in all of sports is about. The game of football. It comes down to execution. And the Patriots did it tonight. They did it in all phases of the game. Did it in every single phase of the game. So, Patriots on to punt this ball away from their 5th round draft pick. Jake Bailey booms this one into the air with his big strong leg. Steelers back to return at the 45-yard line. Fair catch called by at the right sideline by Ryan Switzer. Moving and booming for Antonio Brown. Excited to work. Excited to get to work. Let's go tonight. Hashtag Pat Nation. Hashtag honor. Hashtag moving and booming by Antonio Brown. They beat the Steelers. They're right now up 33-3. Imagine what they can do with AB in the lineup. Everybody's just left Gillette Stadium too. This game's been done for the longest time right now. Ever since the Dorsett touchdown catch and even before that. Ben Roethlisberger out of the shotgun here with 2:06 left to go in this game. Takes the snap, drops back to pass over the middle of the field. That is complete at the 46-yard line to Jalen Samuels, the running back. 2 minutes left to go as we've hit the 2-minute warning here on the Sports Dish on Sportscaster and Final Yard Football on YouTube. We do have a flag though on the field, so we'll wait here a moment before we get to the 2-minute warning. Mike Tomlin cannot be happy about this effort tonight by the Steelers. This doesn't look good. You got to be worried about Pittsburgh's secondary. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness by the offense for Pittsburgh. Number 66, David DeCastro, the guilty party there with a personal foul. Stupid penalties will kill you, but this game's been done and over with. If it was a close game, that would be considered a stupid penalty that could kill you. Tom Brady will probably finish off with these numbers. 24 for 36 passing tonight, 341 yards in the air, and 3 touchdown passes. So we have 2 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and then moving on to Miami here for the Patriots, as that's what will be next. The team that just lost today, 59-10 against Baltimore. But, of course, Bill Belichick will game plan all this week. He won't let his team know about that loss to actually take them seriously, because remember last year when they played down in Miami, they lost in the Miami Miracle, so anything could happen in the NFL. The Buffalo Bills last season started out historically low, lost the first game of the season to Baltimore 47-3, and then they lost in week 2. They were down 28-0 at halftime against the Chargers, lost to the Chargers, and then in week 3, the Bills shocked the nation, winning against the Minnesota Vikings. It wasn't even close, 27-6. So anything could happen here in the NFL, that's for sure. If you're a team that's last in the power rankings, going up against the first. Ben Roethlisberger back to pass here. Shotgun formation, passes left side across his body, complete to Juju. Down at the 40, and is Juju hurt? He has to get helped up on the field, and he appears to be limping. Juju is limping off the field here for the Steelers. He is hobbling off the field as he was hit down on the ground. That is something to worry about. Chase Winovich comes up with a tackle. 3rd-round pick from Michigan. Wow. Man, Juju is limped off the field. 3rd and 14 here by the Steelers. I was saying if Juju goes down, who else is going to catch balls? They haven't shown today. Roethlisberger takes the snap, back to pass. Left side complete. Finds the open man for the first down. Vance McDonald gets to the 40. So they're at the 40 in New England territory. But if Juju Smith-Schuster is indeed, if that's a serious injury, they're checking out him right now on the sideline. If that is indeed a serious injury, this is a weak receiving core here. Dante Moncrief did nothing tonight for the Steelers. Absolutely nothing. He's supposed to be the number 2 wide receiver coming over from Jacksonville. He barely caught any passes. That's an incomplete pass. A drop by the tight end, Vance McDonald. It's supposed to be your number 1 tight end on the team. He drops it. This team's not in shape at all to compete in this game. They haven't put together a competitive performance from the very start here. Looking at the numbers here, Dante Moncrief, number 2 wide receiver for Pittsburgh tonight. 10 targets. 3 of those targets have been receptions for 7 yards. That is sad. 7 yards. Johnny Holton, 2 targets, no yards. Deontay Johnson, 4 targets, 2 catches for 17 yards. Ryan Switzer, the 2nd receiver now, 6 receptions by Switzer today. That is a dropped ball by Jalen Samuels from the backfield that he bobbles it. And that is basically the Pittsburgh Steelers' performance tonight in a nutshell with 42 seconds left to go on a 3rd and 10. "42 seconds remaining before this game is finished." Moving on to Miami, though, for the Patriots. Gotta be pleased. This team looks just completely stacked. Shotgun formation, Roethlisberger passes, left side complete, and it's not enough for the first down as they drag the wide receiver for Pittsburgh out of bounds right there. And it's 2 yards short. 4th down coming up with 36 seconds left to go on the clock. Just take a knee and have this game done with. I don't even know why you had to do plays, because Juju might have got hurt. He might have got seriously hurt that he's not able to perform as well for the season, or possibly miss some games. Just take a knee, you're down by 30, and get this game over with. 4th and 2 coming up for the Steelers. You can't do anything, you haven't won the game. Nothing here. Roethlisberger, 5 wide. Just take a knee in case your quarterback gets hit. Right side pass, that is complete for a first down at the 26. Into the hands of James Washington. They're still going for it, though. Hurry up offense when you're down by 30 points. 25 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. Of course, Mike Tomlin, nothing to be pleased about. NBC showing him along the sideline. It's unfortunate. He had a worse performance today as coach than Dan Quinn, what he came up with at Atlanta. They got beat pretty hard today against Minnesota. Roethlisberger passes down the middle of the field, and that ball is complete or incomplete. Dropped by Vance McDonald, they'll say. So the refs will say dropped by Vance McDonald. There'll be 6 seconds left to go. Pride for sure, John Smith. On to Miami if you guys are a Patriots fan. On to Miami. You have to play 60 minutes of football to win these games. Take every single team seriously, even when this team that you're playing up next week lost today 59-10. Take them seriously. Baltimore's been incredible in season openers. Baltimore always looks good like the first couple weeks of the season, and then for some reason they kind of drop towards mid-season. 6 seconds left to go, but Bill Belichick wants his team to play 60 minutes of football, and that's what he's coaching his team to do now. 2nd timeout taken here by the Patriots. 2nd timeout here taken by New England. I don't know why. We got 6 seconds left to go, guys. Largest margin of victory in the season opener. Cowboys in 1978, 38-0 over the Colts. 1975 Steelers over the Chargers, 37-0. 6 seconds left to go. Prevent defense coming up for the Patriots. They want to hold them to 3 because they want to make their fantasy owners happy here for whoever took the Patriots defense. Completed pass to Vance McDonald. Not enough for the end zone as he gets tackled at the 5-yard line, and this game is finished. The final 33-3. It is a sad outcome for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I thought that it would at least be competitive, but they didn't put up any fight from the start of this game. The secondary got bashed and whacked all around. This game has gone final 33-3. And if Juju Smith-Schuster did go down, he did go down with like under a minute and a half remaining as Chase Winovich tackled him, and he was limping off the field. If Juju Smith-Schuster did go down with indeed a pretty serious injury, he was hobbling over to the sideline, that's going to hurt this wide receiving core for sure. That is going to be a problem. They don't have any other wide receivers besides him who is broken out yet. James Washington, 2 receptions, 51 yards today for the receiving core for the Steelers. Deontay Johnson, 3 receptions, 25 yards. But let's talk about this. The dud on the game. Dante Moncrief, coming over from the Jacksonville Jaguars, was expected to be good. He got 10 targets in this game and caught 3 passes for a measly 7 yards. That is just sad. That is really just sad right there. So, just all around, just really bad. TJ Watt got banged up. He was rolled out for the game. Also, the starting center for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Marquise Pouncey, went out of the game. Basically, what summed up the Steelers tonight was that play. False start, everyone but the center. That was sad. That was really sad. And Antonio Brown on the sideline, like, you see him, business is booming for sure. Oh, man. No wonder why AB wanted to get out of Pittsburgh. That is I thought it'd be competitive. This is disappointing for the Pittsburgh Steelers. If you're fans of the Pittsburgh Steelers, this is pretty disappointing, like the Cleveland Browns. Like, possibly now, the AFC North, after tonight, looks like it's all Baltimore's. Baltimore could put an absolute sting on the AFC North. Like, they're not moving anywhere. After week 1, from what I saw from Baltimore, this team, I mean, they look legit, but still plenty of football left to go. I know it's week 1. They played against Miami out of all teams, but this division belongs to Baltimore after week 1. Cincinnati, too. They put up a fight against Seattle. I wasn't expecting that, but this game is finished. 33-3 is the final. Who expected that the score would be 33-3? We'll go through the box score here on Final Yard Football on YouTube and the Sports Dish here on Sportscaster. Ben Roethlisberger, 27 passes completed, 47 attempts in the air for 277 passing yards. The pass checkdowns, there were so many pass checkdowns, didn't really target his receivers downfield. And then when he did throw the pass down the field, he overshot the receivers like 4 or 5 yards over the head, and one of them led into an interception by Devin McCourty in the end zone. So, Ben Roethlisberger, not a great game at all passing the ball. QB rating of 65.6. Tom Brady, on the other hand, Tom terrific. Very stellar for the GOAT, greatest of all time. 24 for 36 passing, 341 yards in the air. 3 touchdown passes by Tom with a QB rating of 124.9. Julian Edelman even threw a pass. It was a trickery play for a gain of 22. As Tom Brady threw him a screen at the right side as a wide receiver early in the first quarter. He threw it back to James White, who took it down the left side of the sideline for 32 yards. James White, have yourself a ball game. 5 receptions, 56 yards. He also carried the ball. 4 carries, 25 yards by James White. What I like to see more, though, is Sony Michel. He should have more total yards than what he has carries. This is bad for Sony Michel. 15 carries for only 14 yards. Come on, Sony. He's got week 2 to prove himself, though, against the Miami Dolphins. They'll hopefully establish the running game with Sony Michel against Miami. So, that's one of the big things that I need the Patriots to work on more is the ball-carrying skills with Sony Michel. Now, I know they were going up against a very good defensive front today in the Pittsburgh Steelers. But when you have to pound the rock, when you can't pass the ball to wide-open receivers, and you're going up against teams with a good secondary and a good rush defense, it's going to be tough. And they're going to need Sony Michel in those games to power his way through up the middle and show his vision as well to get the first down. But not a great start to Sony Michel's game. And hopefully you didn't take him in fantasy. 15 rushing attempts on 14 yards. Averaging less than a yard per carry by Sony Michel. His long run was 5 yards today. Got a lot of runs for like negative yards. As far as the receiving core, Tom Brady did it all. Spreading out the ball left to right. Julian Edelman led the team in receptions, 6 receptions, 83 yards. Receiving yards was led by Dorsett, 4 receptions, 95 yards, and 2 touchdowns by Philip Dorsett. Josh Gordon had the first touchdown of the game, 3 receptions for 73 yards. Jacoby Myers had a reception for 22 yards. Rex Burkhead had 5 receptions from the backfield for 41 yards. Rex Burkhead does it all. With their special teams running back, he had 8 carries for 44 yards. He was the leading ball carrier today. Patriots 1 yard shy of 100 rushing yards at 99 total yards rushing. Steelers a disappointing 32 yards rushing throughout this game. Total yardage looks like this before I sign off on this video. Patriots outgaining the Steelers 465 to 308 in the total yardage marker as far as first downs. Patriots 24 first downs and the Steelers 15. So right now I'm going to sign off here on YouTube. Thanks so much for joining me, guys, as this is Final Yard Football on YouTube. The Patriots coming away with a W here. 33-3 is the final against the Pittsburgh Steelers.